Hey, everybody. We are
Stop.
Dicey Decisions,
Hi, folks.
and we are here with our Friday night campaign, our Twist of Fate campaign, playing through the Turn of Fortune's Wheel from the Planescape book, with some uh, Book of Many Things content thrown in, as well as heading our way towards Vecna Eve of Ruin, taking this campaign from our start at third level all the way to 20th, which is going to be an interesting journey. We're not quite there yet. We are currently sixth level characters, which is exciting.
We're not level 12
Mm-hmm.
yet? Just kidding. No.
We
Thought you were
just
level
became
12.
6th level.
And we are, the party has recently figured out a little more about their circumstances. They have been transported here to Sigil, to with a complete loss of their memories that have slowly been coming back to them. They do all recognize each other as compatriots, but they also know that they all hail from various lands, and they have some memories in common that have come up over time through our previous episodes. However, as their memories have started to come back to them, they still haven't figured out what brought them here. Uh, Last episode, they met with a the proprietor of Fortune's Wheel, which is a casino in the Ladies' Ward in Sigil, named Shemeska, who is a Arcanoloth, a fox-like humanoid, who uh, discussed with them some concerns over a missing Modron that was in her employ that seemed to go haywire simultaneously with the arrival of the seven adventurers. Tonight we are missing Sean, by the way. He is out celebrating an anniversary. So happy anniversary, Sean.
Happy
And
anniversary.
uh, and we hope you
Double
have fun.
birthdays, not
Oh, double
anniversary.
birthday. Double birthday, right. Dueling
Hmm.
birthdays.
What
Feels
does
like
it
an
mean? What
anniversary.
does it mean?
Feels like an anniversary. Dueling birthdays, that's right. So we wish them a lot of fun on their weekend getaway. So, uh, and as they found out this information about this missing Modron, they realized that their fates might be tied together. And the only clue that Shemeska had of where this Modron went was a gate key that he had stolen to the Outlands. She provided them with another gate key so that they could follow, if indeed that is where the Modron went. And as they were trying to escape the city of Sigil, which they are wanted for being out of time and place and being hunted by members of the Harmonium, as well as they come to find out there was a lawbender of the Fraternity of Order, who was working with the Harmonium peacekeepers
Fuck that
to
guy in particular.
Mm-hmm.
track them down, as well as a member of a bloodhound from the Mercy Killers. So three different factions in Sigil are working together to stop these folks,
We don't even go here.
who don't even know why they're really being uh, sought after. However, after a massive battle in the streets of Sigil, uh, racing their way to the portal underneath the three-eyed horse statue, uh, the group a soul managed to get the portal open, and as everybody ran through, unfortunately, the last thing they see as the portal is about to close are three peacekeepers, all with their weapons around Kalen's body, one on his arm, another around his torso, and another on his leg, and they're all about uh, to slam lightning energy into his body as the gate shuts. And immediately they hear,
Don't tase him, bro.
and immediately they hear,
close one, wasn't it?
You turn around, and what do they see?
Standing before you is the smiling face of Kalen. Solid white fur on his angular face. Gone are the broad shoulders, oversized swords, and massive weaponry of all types. His lithe form is concealed beneath a crimson ringmaster-style coat, black breeches, and a soft leather boots that rise up mid-calf. At his side, he holds a spear made of cherry wood adorned with several flowing ribbons in bright blues, yellows, and greens. His hands are covered in fingerless leather gloves, and he has a silver pendant around his neck of a single ruby that sparkles unnaturally in the light.
As you turn and you see him, he's familiar. This is Kalen, or at least a Kalen to you, and you have memories now flooding back of the experiences that the pieces of memory that you've put together with Kalen are starting to also. You're seeing two versions of them. One with Kalen with his great sword battling foes by your side, and another with this version of Kalen. And they both are true to you.
Kalen looks over to Vora and gives a little wink and says, "Next time, stay with the group."
I'm speechless.
And he leans over and kisses her cheek.
What? Okay. And I'm gonna turn and look at everybody else and just be like, "What is this?"
Good as mine.
I think I'm a little too hurt to be dealing with this. Are we safe?
As you look around when you say, "Are we safe?" the landscape here is very strange. Different ecological formations all seem to be colliding around you in different areas. And as you turn and look, you see a giant spire with a ring. And it looks like this particular image, actually.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's a birdie.
It's like the Wizard of Oz.
And by
This
the
is not what I
description-
anticipated for Outlands.
And by what you're viewing, you realize that round circle is the city of Sigil.
Oh, the little thing at the very, very top?
Yes.
Wow.
That's cool.
Okay.
I don't like the looks of the middle right.
Funny, I was actually really admiring it.
So Kalen twirls his staff quickly, his spear, shoves the spear point into the ground and says, "So where do we find this Modron?"
Lorelai goes over to Kalen and grabs like the fur on both sides of his cheeks and just like stretches his face.
Oh, ow!
Just I don't know. Had to make sure it wasn't a mask.
And if you recall, the previous Kalen had a mixture of white and brown fur, and this one
Yeah.
is pure white.
Are you
also-
old?
No, we're the same age.
Did you dye your fur?
What are you talking about?
Am I the only one who sees this, or am I going crazy?
Why are you
We were
white?
just fighting Harmonium Guard. You can't ask people that, Amanda.
Exactly why they're white.
Just as God made me, sir.
My mom and dad were both white, I guess.
You
What?
weren't previously white.
But I think he was.
What?
There's
When?
like a version of him in my head that is white, but like
Maybe this is the Kalen you dated. He looks
No,
fancier.
I dated Vora.
What? Wait. Hold.
God, as
Just look at Bora.
As this conversation is going on, Gil has a flashback to somebody he used to talk to back from where he was from. Just a female sorcerer who, very beautiful, but was often known to do what she could to change her appearance to be able to like blend it in places she was trying to get information from. And he remembers her name partially as Rose, but that's all he can remember about her at night now.
So as this memory comes back to you, you also realize you've stopped glitching in and out, because you were glitching in and out as you traversed through the city.
Hmm.
And Kid has begun glitching in and out.
So my Wi-Fi router got fixed, and he started to stop working, basically.
Yes, and
Okay.
he is gesturing wildly, and he's obviously trying to communicate and ask questions about this Kalen situation, and then he just stops, realizing he's being ignored, looks down, sees that he's glitching in and out of time and space, and throws his hands in the air and just sits on a rock and waits for you all.
While this conversation is going, Asol is going to actually try and think as hard as he can. Can he remember any other colors of Kalen?
Give me a history check.
Lorelai just leans over to Vora. Am I the other woman?
15 total.
I feel like I might be.
You know who isn't the other woman? This guy.
As you think about other versions of Kalen, you don't get a clear image of them, but the possibility does not, like, the possibility that there are other versions that you may have met exists.
Okay.
You don't know what they look like. You don't know anything about them. But conceptually, that could be true.
And so that makes this is true, and this isn't some sort of trick.
Correct.
He will turn and actually kind of like look at this Kalen, and does he look physically hurt?
Not at all.
Yeah, I made it through the harmonium unscathed.
No.
Jealous.
Why?
It was a close one, but I got out just as you opened the... Yeah, you opened the portal. I went through first.
I was the last person through, and I watched you.
But as you hear him say, you open the portal and I jumped through first, you all have a collective memory of this Kalen jumping through the portal first.
My head hurts.
Oh.
Fucked up.
I regret not bringing drinks.
Sorry, Jack.
Okay, that would mean that him jumping into the portal changed our reality / timeline. And if he hadn't jumped in the portal, we would not remember him being a different color because it wouldn't have
What are you all
happened.
talking about?
You
It's
didn't.
always been me.
You weren't always completely white. Where are you from?
The Feywild.
Okay, at least that hasn't changed.
Did you fight a white dragon?
Yes. In the casino.
Did we date?
No.
Kill him. It's not him.
I mean, you've asked many times, but I've always had my eye for Vora.
Well, just put
I
that
don't
out there
know
like
what
that.
Lorelai you have in your timeline, but I am no beggar. Especially not for a fuzzball.
I'm gonna look over
What?
at Cal and be like,
Laugh
Do
it up,
you-
fuzzball.
tell me you know about this. Tell me you know that. Okay. Start over. Tell me everything. Okay, not everything. If we dated, I don't want to know that.
Hold on, let me go get a pillow.
So, you all think that I'm not me?
Yes.
do you
I
think
think
I
that
am?
you
Do
you
like
are
me?
you. You're a different you.
I
How
mean,
can I be a
consider-
different me? I'm just me.
You've changed.
We have been jumping planar realities. What if we're jumping like temporal ones as well?
The long
I've always been me. I worked as the ringmaster for the Witchlight Carnival. You all
No.
visited me.
If I try to think of different realities of my other party members, do I get the same blurry images of them?
Make me another history check.
I was actually going to ask a similar question. Like, do I remember like alternate
This
universe
was
versions?
19.
So you think hard about all of your party members and the possibilities of them being something slightly different or other than what they are. Doesn't it doesn't it doesn't ever gel into a very specific look for anyone. But again, to your mind, that possibility does not cause problems.
So I'm staring at Kaylin, and the longer I stare, does anything click for me?
So give me a perception check.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
21.
As you're staring at Kaylin and you're seeing that, memory floods back of your first kiss with him. With this version.
I think we know this guy, guys.
Yes,
still like
we
him?
were all hired by Shemeska. We're looking for a Modron. I'm not the crazy one here.
Mm,
That
The
means
debate on that one still rages on, sir.
that means that I didn't leave you behind.
No, I was out first. I went back, I rescued you from that mercy killer, and then the portal opened and I ran through. And I watched as the battle raged on, and I couldn't come back through to help you. And Lorelei fed the potion to Asol. He got all of you back up. You all went through the portal. I was waiting here breathlessly because I was worried that portal was going to close and you'd all be on the other side.
So there's a whole sense of relief that kind of washes over Vora because she was pretty convinced she had just completely screwed him over.
So as you think about that, that sense of relief washes over you and you feel some relaxation. And then immediately you see the image of old Kaelin in the grasp of these guardsmen's weapons. And you know both of these things to be true.
And I keep my mouth shut at that point because it's confusing enough and I'm still trying to process it, so I don't question it anymore.
You seem confused. We're not dating any further. We split on positive terms. We're very affectionate with one another. There's that. Asol, we're drinking buddies. Hal,
I think
you're
I
our
would
leader.
drink you under the table.
We both look at Cal.
Guild.
What?
You're this amazing scout and archer, and you know, you're a moral compass, and Lorelei, you can charm anyone, and Quinn, you're blinking in and out of existence.
Oh, fuck. Really? Look at Quinn. God damn it, Quinn.
He just throws his hands up, sitting on a rock.
Moving on, is there any proof of this Modron around here? I'm gonna take my trunk and start sniffing the ground.
The appropriate check would be a survival check.
I don't know if my trunk
Just
helps
so you
me
guys
with
know,
this.
in the new 2024 rules, you can only assist on a skill check if you have proficiency. It is actually a rule now.
I think that's a good rule, honestly.
It is.
Makes
It's
sense.
a very good rule.
I have no survivals.
However,
I cannot survive.
I will say that if you have a tool proficiency, that you can explain to me how you would use it to assist somebody else. Just like if you have your own tool proficiency, that would work with a skill check.
Like if I, like for instance, I have cartographer tools proficiency. I could see that being useful for survival.
Potentially,
as an
yeah.
example. Okay.
Potentially, absolutely.
But I do have survival. I can either assist you or I can roll it myself.
I already have advantage from using my trunk. If you will allow me to use smell based, as survival is one of the skills named.
What does a Modron smell like?
Metal.
Metallic.
Yeah. I'm actually looking less for what the Modron smells like and more for what the crushed leaves would smell like where he had stepped and stuff like that.
If that's the case, then I can definitely help you.
While he's doing that, Kalen's going to do a little cartwheel, and then he's going to scout the horizon.
Be a...
I absolutely should have rolled that. That's my fault.
No, you're good. 11.
So you're not able to pick up any scent whatsoever. There are scents galore here, and they kind of confuse your olfactory palate, as it were.
So,
pulling out the big words tonight.
Because I was not here last time, I need to ask a question. Was this Modron one that had wings, or did it just walk?
Both, I think.
Okay.
Let me check.
Because it's flying, searching for tracks may not be useful.
I believe it had one wing, because you shared a picture.
Yes, and I can bring that up again.
Because yeah, if it was clear that he's a walking Modron, I would like to do survival to like look for. Yeah.
Based on his picture. I do have that here somewhere.
Bless you.
Lorelei will kind of nudge Cal in the ribs. Leader, huh?
I finally am going to speak.
Go ahead, because I need a minute.
Yeah. I take a knee in front of all of you and drop my weapons to the ground. There are many possible consequences or explanations to our predicament. Kalen, you were there in another form, and you are here in this form. I am Kalistrik, son of Bashi, son of Kalishak. You are my family. My brother of blood, his name was Tawahar. Remember these things, for they may change, and yet I will still be me. I feel we are pawns in a larger game. We
See?
don't...
Leader.
Kalen, you were my leader until this day.
And more lead from the back?
I thought we weren't going to talk about that. Sorry.
Very well. There are...
Was other me a leader?
He was a really great swordsman.
Tactically speaking,
Sword?
absolutely.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
Yes.
He was very jumpy,
Oh,
very
I'm still jumping.
swordsy. Oh, okay.
He liked to
very
break-
swordsy.
He liked to break things. It was cool.
Interesting. And he wasn't white furred.
No, he was brown.
No, yeah.
Brown and
exactly.
white.
Brown
Brown.
and white, so mixed.
Yeah.
But definitely not monochrome.
Did he have this sweet coat?
No.
No.
Yeah, you were surprised that I said I was a ringleader?
Yeah,
Well, Yeah.
I believe you left the circus.
Yeah,
I
I
only
remember that
left
too.
the circus when Quinn and Gil came and they saw the circus for the first time. And then I followed them and we got into fight with something and we kind of became close friends.
Do I remember that, Scott?
You have this memory kind of side by side with another memory you have with the old Kalen.
In the memory, so I see both versions of him.
No, you have a memory and you have another memory, and both of them are true to you.
Okay.
So you see a memory of Ringmaster Kalen at the Witchlight Carnival. But you also see a version where Kalen meets you on another plane entirely.
Right.
Scott, how many... the woman, Shemeska, told us that when you get to the Outlands, there are, I think, 12 different directions you can go, or 8, something like that. How many directions were there?
I'm not going to say it.
Matched the outer plane, so I think it was 8.
I think it was 8.
There are 16.
16.
There are 16.
So
gate
double.
towns.
So we could go in 16 directions. All right.
Let's go to the closest town.
I think we're right in the middle, aren't we? Or is the spire in the middle? That's what it is. The spire's in the middle.
Can I tell by smoke or maybe concentration of like man-made heat that causes the clouds to like disappear where a settlement might be nearby?
If we put our backs toward the spire and walk directly away from it, we will find one.
In which direction?
Turn your
This
back
way.
to it and then walk opposite where it is.
Form a
Well, they're
ring of
just-
settlements that are equidistant from fire, but that distance moves sporadically.
Depending on all kinds of shit.
While
Correct.
they're doing math, Lorelai's gonna oh god, what is his name? Lorelai's gonna pop Radish out of the pocket dimension.
Uh-huh. So
And then she's just gonna hold him up in the air. He's my cat!
Can he fly?
And swim.
Lorelei, can you
Yes.
send your familiar into the sky, Radish, to see finding the nearest dwelling settlement?
It looks like Rome does have wings, but they don't look very functional.
I thought those were pigtails.
I don't think they're functional either. I think he does.
Oh, they can't fly.
I don't think this one can.
All right. In that case, I would like to search for some kind of evidence that he passed this way by foot.
Yeah, I would happily do a survival check if I can.
Sure.
I am proficient.
You both are welcome to.
you want us to both roll, Jack, or you want one of us to give the advantage to the other?
I'm pretty good at it. If you're better, you can take advantage from me. Yeah, go ahead and do it. You
Well,
go with advantage.
Okay. I've got expertise in it. I'm not going to say a number,
Perfect.
obviously. That is a 16.
So yes, you definitely come across a set of Modron tracks. You realize you're better off starting right where the portal was, because you know that if he came through this portal, he
Yeah.
only would have been able to step a certain position from it, and
Mhm.
and you spend a little time, even though your footprints have scuffed that up a little bit. You do catch something that's not one of your friends, and sure enough, as you follow it, it turns into more distinct Modron footprints. Once it's away from the scuffle of what you all created, and it is headed in a direction
Okay.
away from the spire.
Do we know what languages Modrons typically speak?
You could make an Arcana check to see if you know that.
I
Might
think I
try
can
as
help
well.
you with that one as well.
That is a 7. I rolled a
But
3.
You are
if I help you, can you,
Hmm.
as I'm proficient,
Yeah,
can I help
I'll
you
roll
with
it
that?
again.
Great.
That is a 12. I rolled an 8 the second time.
you are still unsure.
I got a 28.
There
You
you go.
know lots about Modrons.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Lorelai, does this version of you dance?
Yeah, I'm a
Okay.
great dancer.
Yeah, I taught you.
Absolutely not.
Um,
I guess I didn't teach this version.
you would know that
No.
Modrons typically speak only Modron. However,
Oh,
they can be programmed to speak other languages. And you do all remember and recall that Shemeska said that when the glitch happened, it kept repeating,
Phrase
there
in
are,
common.
there are 7 parts. There are 7 of them. There are 7 parts. They must be put together. There are 7 of them. There are 7 parts.
is there any kind of check that would help us identify what the heck he was talking about?
Adjust.
You weren't here, but the impression was that it's the 7 of us, because he started glitching and saying that
Okay.
when we woke up in the morning,
Gotcha. Okay.
just to catch you up.
Right. That's basically the assumption that Shemeska has, is that somehow what glitched with this Modron has something to do with you all.
Okay.
And that's why Shemeska went looking for you all, because Shemeska found out through their contacts in their spy network through the Harmonium that there was an anomaly, and investigated what the anomaly was. The anomaly was you all. That's why she sent one of her agents to get you to come to her.
Okay.
So while they're sniffing the ground and doing all this surveying, Kalen puts one hand behind his back, holds one hand out to Lorelai, and says, "May I have this dance?"
Sure.
If you're gonna do that, please be careful where you step. We are trying to figure out where these footprints go.
I can't give up a damn.
So with a 26, he leads her in a kind of waltz, and she steps on his foot.
What is this strange dance you're doing? It's so slow.
I didn't want to step on the footprints.
Hmm.
And he'll just do a back bend and then sit cross-legged, watching everyone else.
Can I
Kalen's
tell
an acrobat.
Can I tell? First of all, you got a spear, and what else?
Yep.
A bunch of huge weapons.
Nope. No huge weapons. One
Oh,
spear
one
that has
spear.
colorful ribbons attached to it, and a silver necklace with a ruby in it that sparkles.
Gotcha. Okay.
Lorelei's
Wow.
gonna hold Radish, like, under the armpits and, like, stick him out at Kaylin to see what Radish's reaction is. Like that, exactly like that. Like, how does Radish react to Kaylin?
Radish feels, it seems very, very normal.
Radish, is he okay? Also, Radish can talk. I don't know if you remember that.
Talk?
Yeah, he can speak
Yes.
common.
You can absolutely speak.
Yeah, Radish can speak common, and that.
Oh, nice.
That was what Quinn was so upset about because he was like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, nice.
This whole
All
time
right,
you can
Scott,
talk?
let's hear it. Do your best, cat.
He's
So-
got
so
experience.
so Radish looks at you and goes, "You think he's all right? He's no diff. Like what? What are you worried about? Smells furry like me.
You're much cuter.
Oh, that I know.
Okay, just as long as you know that.
Objection.
He's right.
Sustained.
Scratch him behind the ears.
2 Utes.
I love him.
Do you want me to fly up and see what's out there?
Hell yeah! Can you look for like a small little robot with these weird pigtail ears?
Amanda,
Oh.
can't you fly now?
I can, but I don't want to.
While you're doing this, I'm going to start doing a casting of Prayer of Healing.
Yes.
Since I know we're all still damaged.
Many of your friends are damaged.
I'm fine.
Um,
I'm not.
The glitch protects.
So you feel free to do that. Radish takes off into the air, flies around for a little bit, and will eventually come back down and say, "Yeah, there's a really weird grove of trees over there, and sticking up out of it is this really strange looking tower."
I love that Radish is from fucking Boston.
Before I cast, just for bookkeeping, I'm going to use my Channel Divinity to Divine Spark, healing Vora for 4.
Okay.
And above table, if anyone has any resources that they want to expend before they benefit from a short rest, now would be your time to do it. Because this spell, not you. You did not count.
You're not going to give me a short rest?
Nope, I can only give 5 people a short rest, and I need to give myself.
You don't need me
That's to
because
be you, then.
I was glitched, so I didn't use any resources.
I don't really need one.
I guess,
Yeah, and I
yeah,
don't need
he
one.
was glitched.
But I will let you affect Quinn,
Okay. Then yeah, it'll
They're
be
not.
who is only slightly hurt.
Quinn, Vora, Asol, Calistrix, and Lorelei. We'll all heal for 10 hit points and benefit from a short rest.
Nice.
Prayer Healing does that now?
Yes.
Yes!
Wow.
Yes.
So
I get my
instead
spell
of,
shots back.
instead of upping the amount of healing it does, like they did for all the other healing
Mhm.
spells, instead you
Find
just
it with
benefit.
catnap.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It is
Action search
stupid.
back.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the biggest changes to the spell, or like to resource management
Yeah.
for a lot of classes. Because doing that for, I mean, it helps everybody. It's like,
Yeah.
the barbarian's down some hit points. Oh, by the way, take your other things back too.
Yeah.
You know, like.
Mhm.
That's lovely.
It also lets you roll hit dice because it's a short rest. So I've rolled 4 hit dice
So
to heal myself up to full.
after Radish comes down and gives the direction of where this tower in the trees is, uh, you can coordinate that, Gil, to know that that is actually the direction that the footprints are going.
Excellent. Well, confirmation. We go that way.
What did he see in the trees?
Look, sticking up out of a strange grove of trees is a very ornate-looking tower.
A
of some
tower.
kind. Yeah.
I thought you said towel, and I was very
Don't
confused.
panic.
I mean, that's what it might have sounded like in my really bad Boston accent.
I
It was
love
a
it.
good
Please
Boston
don't
accent.
change it.
I'm not changing it. I just don't know how consistent I can be.
Every time you need to do it in your head, say, go park the car.
Right.
Uh,
Yeah, just pretend you're Mark Wahlberg.
Right. I was going to say,
Park
I watched
the car at the bar.
Wahlberg film. All right, so you guys want to head towards that
Hopes of trees.
trees with the tower sticking out, and you do see the tower does look a little bit off kilter, like it's maybe not standing straight as you approach from way far away. You see that because as you get to the tree line, you're unable to see the tower until you get in there. But eventually, you come upon this very strange looking building of sorts. It looks to be a series of pillars that lie toppled surrounding this larger pillar that kind of sits in the ground a little bit at a slight angle. It's fatter at the bottom, but kind of tears its way up. And there do seem to be openings around that lower tier that look to lead inside.
How far have we walked from where we started?
A couple of miles.
Excellent. I'm actually going to use an ability for the first time then. I am going to do Detect Portal, which allows me to sense the presence of a planar portal, distance and direction to the closest planar portal within 1 mile of me.
So you're doing this when you get to the
Tower. I basically want to see if there are any portals in or around the area we're in right now.
Let me check.
Lorelai will kind of skip over to Aesol, and she's got Radish, like she's just holding Radish like to her chest. He's just kind of like dangling there. Hey, Aesol.
Yes.
You're smart.
Perception.
Do you think if we were to okay, so now we have this new weirdo with us. If we were to run into our original weirdo, do you think they would like meld together?
Weirdly enough, I don't think our original weirdo exists anymore.
Why do you say that?
Those men did not look like they were arresting him. They were killing him.
No. The police don't do that.
Did you not feel what they did to all of us? They were not pulling their punches. They were not trying to subdue us. They were trying to annihilate us.
Huh.
Lorelai,
Are we all variants?
we are aberrancies in space and time, as they told us. As you now see in our friend Kalen.
As you open up your senses to the presence of portals, there's none within a mile of you. This is after the walk, of course, because you came through
Yeah.
a portal.
That's why I waited.
Do we see any people, any other beings around this building?
You see no signs of life around the building.
All right. Let's see if they got anything that'll help us.
I can
Yo.
try to locate the portal key that this Modron has taken from us, but I think that'll just waste some of my very limited juices I have left.
And the footprints you've been able to follow, the tracks you've been able to follow, head straight into this thing.
Okay.
Mhm.
Are there entrances upstairs from the second or third tier?
That's a good question.
I'm assessing the abilities since I'm the now pronounced leader of what we need to do here.
After talking with Asol, Lorelai's gonna look around on the ground for a couple of sticks, some like real small sticks, and just kind of build like a little small stick teepee and put some like some grass under it and light it with a tinder box, and then just play kind of like a somber song with her tantan. And just think of Kalen and kind of like hope that he's not dead, but we'll just kind of like play a little sad song for him and hope it doesn't.
So Kalen sits down next to the fire,
Oh,
pulls
it
out a
sucks.
flute, and plays along. And then as he's playing, he looks over and says, "What are we singing about?"
Well, God, I really need you to stop showing me up. Although I don't know, why do you have disadvantage?
Why do you have disadvantage on that?
It shouldn't have been disadvantage. It should have been a straight roll, but I guess my other effect wore off.
Mm.
So I'll just roll it. At persuasion, that doesn't count. So 16 plus 7, so 8. So 2 more to that. So 24. He's really good.
This is annoying.
At the sound of all of this sadness and, kind of overhearing what y'all talked about Kaylin, Vora's just super quiet now. And, it looks like she's about to cry. She feels very, very horrible about leaving Kaylin and running.
It's
Is this for the other me?
Yeah.
yeah.
I probably shouldn't be playing for this.
I mean, he saved me and then I ran off. I should have stayed.
I take your shoulder, Vora. It is my fault or none. So let us share this grief. Now, let us be active and let this pass from our minds for now. Gil,
I'm right here.
do you sense anything within?
As you looked around, you do notice there are windows on other levels above.
Perfect. Kaylin and Lorelei, can you get to the second or third level and peek in those windows?
How high up is the second level?
I toss Radish into the air and then grab onto Kaylin's shoulders and just look through Radish's eyes as he flies up.
It looks like this thing is probably 5 different sections high. The first one being a large base section that looks like 30 feet tall in and of itself.
Okay.
And then the next, each section above it's only probably 15 or so feet tall as you go up.
Asol, do your senses reach anything? Vora, you and I on either side of the entrance.
Vora appreciates the distraction.
And actually, as you are studying this a little bit, you do notice that this is... The architecture of this thing looks somewhat familiar to Gil.
History check?
Sure.
It's your house. It's your childhood home.
That is a 23.
This is definitely of Gith design.
Oh, shit. Okay. That's astral. Well, Gith to be more specific, but finding it here is interesting. Be careful. I understand just because of its architecture doesn't necessarily mean there are Gith inside, but if there are, they're very territorial and somewhat ornery when they're disturbed.
And your roll was good enough as you're looking around at these other pillars on the ground. You have this flooding memory of a walking fortress. And those pillars look like they could be this fortress's legs.
Got it. Be very careful. I explain the fact that the pillars could easily be legs, and this tower could actually be a mobile fortress that could get up and walk away at any moment. So if we want to make sure we don't want to be inside if that happens, because then...
Do you know how to pilot it?
No. Well, do
That
I?
might be convenient.
Can I? Do I know how these things work?
You wouldn't necessarily know how it works.
Okay.
But if it is by Gith design, you might have advantage of figuring it out once inside.
I do speak Gith, so if anything inside is written in Gith, I can translate it. So, well, just be
It seems to me
cautious.
that would be a fortuitous mode of transport if we're going to be following a Modron.
Agreed, as long as there aren't other Gith inside already at the controls. That's why I'm saying, just be cautious when we go inside.
Are we
these
going
Gith
in?
friendly?
No
Not yet.
idea. Let me just put it this way. Every Geth I've met, friendly or not, has been surly.
Did you keep
They're like
that
dwarves.
tentacle?
Pardon me? What did you...
BadDragon.com? Not sponsored.
Did you keep that tentacle you won at the
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 wheel?
casino?
Yes, that was the one I gave the tentacle to. That was a GIF.
Oh, I didn't realize you already gave it away.
Yes, I had no use for it, and it was a mind flare tentacle, and I figured they could get more use out of it than I could. So,
Well, I'll point Radish towards one of the windows. Go, Papa. Go take a look through one of those windows, and I'll look through your eyes, and I'll kind of just grab onto his shoulder while I toss Radish into the air.
Second, third, fourth, or fifth floor?
Let's start at the top and make our way down.
And Kaylin, did you follow instruction and go up to the second floor?
Helen looks, she goes, how would I do that?
I thought you could climb. Never mind.
you said 30 feet, Scott?
The first story is 30 feet tall.
All right.
First set of windows is above 30 feet.
Oh, I guess.
But it's tiered, right?
Yes.
Okay, so if I wanted to misty step to the second tier, I could do that.
Yes.
That's what I'll do. Starlight step.
So to do that, you'd have to get up to it.
Of course.
Right?
Yeah.
So as you get up to it, you start to realize that the part that is touching the ground and slightly off kilter, it is like what looks to be a, for lack of a better term, a terrace. There's like a railing around it with several areas with steps that go down to the or go up into the inner workings of this tower.
Like a dais.
So and there is there is no. It's just a ring around this tower that's exterior, right?
Okay.
So it would be a terrace looking. It would look like a terrace with a railing. There's a large set of steps that go up to the terraced area, and then there are smaller entryways around that with smaller sets of steps to like a slightly smaller interior terrace until you get to the actual inside. So if you're trying to get like not near an entrance so you could go up unseen, you're easily able to do that. Make me a perception check as you do.
Asol, did you have any senses that you could reach out with?
The only senses I can quote unquote reach out with are I can try to locate the object, but that's going to use one of my spell slots, and
I thought you might have divine sense or something like that. Okay, never mind.
That perception check was an 18.
Okay. You do notice that on that little interior terrace that you see a set of doors that appear to be closed. So you've now seen a doorway in at the first level as you're up this close. But you can Misty step up to a window on the second level. But you will have to be like grabbing
against the wall. Absolutely. I would stand by the wall, look up, 50 step, and be ready to grab the edge just in case.
Okay, so I'm going to need an athletics check to hold on once you land.
Yep, that makes sense. That is a 12.
All right. So you grab onto a ledge and you're holding onto this ledge to look into this window. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Roll me a d20.
I don't
Hope
like
we
that.
may be overcomplicating things.
He might be. That's an 18 on the d20.
Okay. So that'll be that.
Yes, if we
So
didn't.
you're looking into a room. Inside this window, you see there is a largish looking table, and sitting around the table, there are two tieflings in spiked armor, look to be picking at a meager meal. There's a spiral staircase set into the floor of this room. Kind of looks to go down from where you're at, and there are several doors in that room as well.
Can I hear what's going on through the window? Just curious if they're talking about or anything.
Give me a perception check.
That is a 23.
You hear them. They're just talking low to each other, so it's hard to make out a full conversation. But you do pick up the words of better not get stiffed this time. I'm sick of getting taken advantage of. Those kind of phrases are coming out.
Okay. I will. Try to climb down. I realize I'm up there and I can't get down unless I do it again. However, hold on. I am going to, as a bonus action, touch myself and cast jump, which allows me to jump 30 feet by spending 10 feet of movement.
All right, so you just jump down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, not a problem. So you leap off. As this is going on, we would have sent Radish up to the top floor, I
Yep.
believe.
Now, if it's over 100 feet away from me, I can't look through his eyes. But if it's within 100 feet, I can. If it's without 100 feet, he just has to go, and then he'll come back and talk to me.
So it would be further than that. So he would fly up, and then when he comes back
Mm-hmm.
within range, he can start communicating, right?
Yep.
So what he saw, because you can see through his eyes. No.
Only up to 100 feet.
Oh,
I
okay.
wouldn't be past that.
Right. So he comes back and says, "Yeah, there's a tiny window, but there's this weird green crystal on a stone pillar up there, and there's a ladder that looks like it goes down through the floor, and in a corner there was this woman. She looked kind of strange with really elongated ears and kind of yellowish eyes, white hair. Her eyes were closed most of the time, but I think she might have heard me land up there and looked up. But then she just went back down to looking down and closed her eyes again. She looked kind of dejected, if you know what I mean."
Oh. Or, okay. Interesting. All right. Well, did we want to look through all of the windows, y'all, or can Radish come back down and we just go inside?
I think we should just go inside.
Yeah, as he comes back down, he does. Gil's like, "Well, we need to be careful. There are, I won't say they're mean looking, but they're all tieflings on the second floor wearing their severe armor, and they're concerned about being stiffed on a deal again.
Oh,
I look
interesting.
I look
they
at
might
Kalen.
be- what's the word I'm looking for? On alert.
Galen, if you cannot climb, can you convince people that we are harmless?
Probably not.
Gil looks around at everybody with their weapons.
Yeah.
Lorelai is good at convincing people of things.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Most
Very
days.
well.
I do hate
Let's
to
hope.
bother, but are we not harmless?
Well,
Currently,
We can
I am
be-
harmless.
We can be other than harmless.
I think we're anything
Are-
but harmless.
our desire
I know.
is to be harmless, but the world will not let us be, unfortunately, if we're going to
Yeah.
survive.
Radish says that there's a sad lady on the top floor with like really long ears and yellow eyes. She's either sad or sleeping.
Do we know what that description would be? Long ears, yellow eyes?
Gilwood.
It's a gift.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Looks like, it's probably a gift. I mean, we.
Yeah, he said there was also like a green crystal. You said it was green, right?
Yep.
Green crystal on like a pedestal
That could be anything.
or a pillar or something like that. I don't know. Oh, and a ladder going into the floor.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
I guess if we're going to be non-threatening, do we knock?
I don't see why we would not.
That would be not a dick move, correct?
Good job. I'm really proud of you.
Then you
I think the
may.
quick move was keep looking in people's windows.
I mean, yeah.
It's a
There
little
is
pervy.
some merit to that.
Well,
It's fine.
they're not service workers that we know of. We're not, it's fine.
Is there a door to knock on? I guess there is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You guys
there's
haven't,
door
you guys
or
haven't done a
doorway?
full. You guys haven't done a full circumference of the place.
All
No,
right.
that's true.
He did see a door.
On the
one
yeah,
side.
okay. Got it. Then let us go knock.
I'll go find the door and I'll knock on it.
We should do like the dwarves in The Hobbit. Can I bring one more friend? I just have another friend. Just one more.
So you knock on the door that is on the balcony. So you're all up on that little like terrace area. You make your way up to the inner terrace area, find that door. You knock, and it does sound like there is a large empty chamber inside this door.
Mm-hmm.
The stone is reinforced with bands of very strange metal, as well. As you see, this is a very strong door. And after knocking, how long do you wait?
Like your standard amount of time after knocking, like about 30 to 45 seconds, and then I'll knock again, and I'll wait another 30 to 45 seconds, and then I'm
Well,
gonna just open
yeah,
the door.
I'll be listening for footsteps moving around inside after we knock as well, just to see if there's anybody who heard it and is ignoring us.
So there is no response whatsoever. There's no sound emanating from said
Okay.
room.
I mean,
inside that door.
we tried to be polite.
Let's
Oh, I
open-
just opened the door.
Yeah.
It is locked.
Rome, come this way.
Okay. Well, for the first time since in the new rules, Gil's gonna pull out his thieves' tools.
I don't know.
I mean-
Did the robot come this way?
I mean, we said it. We believe so, right? The footprints kind of go toward the tower.
Once you can't tell on the stone of the tower,
Right.
but it came up onto the terrace.
Right.
Oh, okay.
So because
From
I
the
am,
terrace, you really can't tell.
Okay.
so you gotta remind me, as you got in the new version, how this works. I've got proficiency in both thieves' tools and sleight of hand, so that does mean I get advantage. The question is, do I roll the skill check with sleight of hand, or do I roll it with thieves' tools?
Sleight of hand.
There's no such thing as a thieves' tools check anymore.
Okay, gotcha. I'm gonna try to pick the lock, and that is a 26.
No problem whatsoever. The lock is relatively difficult, but with that level of expertise, you are able to pick it. So it is a high quality lock, but you were able to bypass the security and kind of a memory sparks of Gith construction. And you're like, oh, right, it's this way, not that way. It's not how humans build locks. And you click it open, and you have the door unlocked.
I step
Silly
aside.
fifth tumbler.
I step aside and go, well, that should do it. We can get in now. Just be careful opening it. I have a feeling it's not going to be quiet.
Is it a double door or a single door?
Double door. No, sorry. Hold on. Gotta zoom in.
I need to know how dramatic I open the door.
Aragorn.
It is a 5 foot wide center hinged double door, but it's not.
Okay, so it pulls, not pushes.
Correct.
Damn.
Kalen walks up, grabs both handles, throws them open, and says, "Voila!"
All right. Let me,
Apparently didn't hear the word quiet when I said it.
let me describe what you see as you open the door. Inside
don't have
this
dark vision.
large chamber. Oh, that's okay. It's well lit. Inside this large chamber, you notice it is a huge library. All manner of tomes, scrolls, tablets, and folios gram the towering shelves of this airy library. An ancient wooden table surrounded by matching benches stands at the room's center near an ornate spiral staircase that climbs up through the ceiling above. To the north are statues of Githzerai scholars and an alcove with a table covered in candles. To the south is another alcove which stands a crystal sarcophagus. Across from you is another set of doors that have been broken in.
Hmm.
The
Broken
most
in
dangerous
toward
thing
us?
in the world. Knowledge.
I'm putting you all on the map.
Okay.
They're broken in toward us, like something kicked it in from the outside? Or from the other side?
Yes, something broke
Okay.
into this place.
Got it.
Does it look like anything has been ransacked or moved around?
Give me 1 second while I put
Sure.
you guys on the map.
And the tieflings that were seen are a floor above this, correct?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys should have that map shared with you now.
Yep.
This door that is behind you. Why are you not? Hold 1 second, please.
I'm just making sure the token wasn't locked.
Oh, that's because they didn't. They didn't actually put a door here, even though there's a door here. So hold on 1 second.
Those
Nope, that's not what I wanted to do.
Fantasy grounds.
Adorable. Don't look at me like that, Amanda.
don't make bad jokes.
Damn.
Okay, now I opened the door that you just came through.
Okay.
So you see a spiral
right.
staircase, you see the table as I described.
Where
We've
is the
got
spiral staircase?
Black hole in the middle.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. Got it.
And that goes up.
We've got books, we've got a sarcophagus, we've got crystal thing. What do we look at first?
Well,
Statues.
first thing that happens is Quinn goes running at the books.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Sounds right.
And when he can't interact with them, he begins weeping, which you can't hear because he's glitching in and out and everything else. And he just throws himself on the floor, just having a tantrum.
It's okay, buddy. And I'll go over to the books and just start dumping them into my bag.
You taking them?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a
A
lot.
library full of books.
There's a lot.
I will take. I will ask him to just point out 5 books. 5 books that he wants.
Perfect.
And he just kind of looks at you like,
Really?
what are
You
you,
see
crazy?
my bag? If buy me a bag of holding and I'll hold all the damn books you want. But right now, you can't touch anything, so point to 5 books and that's all you get.
He begins looking through the books to try to figure out which 5 he wants you to get.
He looks around, turns to everybody, and goes, "Can any of us actually detect which of these might be magical, if any?"
I can't.
I can.
You never know.
I have to look at it.
Quinn probably can.
Well, Quinn can't do anything.
Can't do
Ritual's
shit.
10 minutes.
Yeah. We don't have time for that, probably.
I was gonna say I can do it for 10 minutes if we have 10 minutes to spare, but we are kind of like trespassing and technically I think I'm
Yeah.
stealing for Quinn, so
And yeah, while Quinn and Lorelai are trying to figure out which books are the ones that these statues that are in the north half of the room, I noticed that they're like turned in different directions. Do they look like they may rotate?
They do not seem to have any rotating capability.
Do I recognize what the statues represent?
No, they just look like scholars.
Okay.
You would recognize their dress as scholarly, of Gith scholars.
Okay. And the big one in the south alcove.
Sarcophagus.
The south alcove is a sarcophagus. Yes.
Right. I want to go take a look at it and see if like any of the markings on it might indicate what's inside, who's inside. What
So you as you get up to it, you realize this is a glass sarcophagus, and you can see clearly
Oh,
its content.
oh, don't like that.
Inside, you see a Githzerai scholar
Okay.
who has been mummified.
That's what I was afraid you were going to say. That's literally the word I was hoping you wouldn't say. So I will take a step back and go. "Phew."
And
Might want to leave that.
where his eyes would be, you see brass, metal, a metallic brass
Oh boy. Okay.
filling his eye sockets.
I'll go over there because that's where I said I was going. Might want to leave that alone.
Why?
I would like to investigate the little altar.
You're looking at the altar. You do notice that it holds 2 braziers, a threadbare mat, and a table covered in several candles and used sticks of incense.
I want to look at the little. Is that a table that Vora is by?
Uh-huh.
I want to investigate what's on the table there.
There's just different piles of books. Look like they've been pulled from this collection. Nothing of particular note or otherwise. Most of these books, if you want to spend any time looking at them, are esoteric philosophies of the outer planes, and there are several with several theoretical texts on the nature of the multiverse.
Are the candles and incense burned?
The incense is all burned through. The candles, some of them are partial. And was somebody casting magic or no?
I think we decided against it
Okay,
because it's going to take 10 minutes unless somebody wants to use a spell slot.
got it.
Gil, please explain why you fear this sarcophagus.
I don't fear it. It's a mummy. And that means this person is probably somebody of high status in Githzerai society, and I don't want to take a chance of disturbing or
Do
damaging.
you believe it to be undead?
No idea. But I don't want to take the chance because if it is not, then this person is in a place of an honorific, and I don't want to disturb that because that would be a hostile act in the eyes of probably their people.
Should
Be
we
very careful around
ensure it cannot open?
And you would have found
No.
some. You would have also found some Gith writing on the.
Oh, well, then I would read it.
It's just a single word, and it's obviously a name.
Mhm.
Laxuelu, Laxuelu.
Do I recognize the name?
Nope.
Okay. I don't think we should even disturb it. If they have this here in a public viewing area, I would imagine that it's probably warded. And if it's not warded, even just, I mean, it's a place of burial technically, and so we would be disturbing the rest of the dead. I just don't feel comfortable with that.
I was asking if we could ensure this does not open. Should we do so?
No, because if it can open, then we will disturb it. I say we leave it be.
Understood.
Vora's gonna go over by the statue over here, and is that gold on the floor?
Those are like candles.
Candles.
Oh, okay.
Got it.
She notice anything
Oh, it
about
doesn't-
these statues, or are they just statues?
They're just statues of Githzerai shoplifters.
I'm gonna pick through the broken doors and try and determine what may have broken through, if it was like a manufactured weapon, or if it was claws or crash.
A shoulder. Yeah.
It was definitely done with multiple attempts of bashing with something big and heavy.
Okay.
So definitely brute force entry, um, likely made of some type of weapon attack. You're not seeing scorches or any indication of magic use per se.
Somebody broke in and didn't ransack the room?
It's only the first floor. Maybe it's ransacked above.
That could be. We did. Don't forget, on the floor above were those two severe-looking tieflings eating a meal. So, speaking of, Gil's gonna actually step over to the stairs and just listen to see if there's any footsteps that may have heard us and coming toward the stairs or coming down. Because we haven't been super quiet.
Give me a perception check. Well, nobody's done anything loud.
True. Yeah, it's only a 7 anyway.
Nothing you can tell from the base of the stairs.
Yeah.
Let's head up.
Yeah, let's just go.
Yeah.
We can ask them.
Yep.
Maybe they got attacked.
We don't have to go up and attack anybody. We can go
No,
up.
Yep. Yeah, I don't plan on attacking unless we are attacked. So, yeah, let's go up.
So the broken doors lead to the outside, right? To the outside of the building?
To the terrace, the ring.
Correct.
Right. So we can just say the door was open.
Yeah.
Correct.
All right. Okay. So I guess I'll lead the way since I'm a big meat bag.
All right. Moving you on the map.
Though I probably won't do the talking.
Not unless my arrows can speak. Bless you.
Thank you.
Right. Let's see. Where are we? We are here.
Much smaller room.
You come up the staircase and you see these two heavily armored tieflings grab their weapons and they look at you all menacingly. Halt!
Hi.
Apologies for disturbing. The door was open.
What you eating?
Well, there isn't much here.
Oh, I'm not hungry.
We're
I
not
was just asking.
sharing.
I don't know. I'm not hungry.
Door was broken open. Are you all right?
He doesn't quite understand your meaning.
Were you attacked? Do you own this place?
We do now.
Oh.
Oh, so you
Sick.
broke the door.
Yeah.
Whose
What's it
place?
to ya?
Whose place was this? Just out of curiosity.
It's our place.
I get
Yeah,
that.
yeah, it's our place.
Beautiful place you have.
Good, you should leave now.
Oh, wait. Have you seen a robot?
What?
A robot? Like a little, he's kind of about yay big.
Round
Probably
metal person.
Non-functional.
yammering on.
leg.
Weird pigtails.
You can call it what it is. It's a monodrone. I have a feeling they would know what that is.
A Modron.
It's no.
Oh,
Maybe we should call the boss. And one of them looks at the other one, and they're just kind of like, I don't know, like they seem hesitant.
Oh,
You
so
pause.
I'll cast prestidigitation in the palm of my hand. It looks like this. And I'll cast just like a little
Image of it.
yeah, an illusory image of the Modron.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
No.
Oh.
I would like
This
to
looked like
insight,
it came here.
see if they're hiding something. 18.
They are definitely hesitant. They don't know whether they should take up arms against you all or not. It seems like they're a little intimidated by the amount of you,
We get that a lot.
but they also seem to be wary of above. And you'll notice you came up the spiral staircase. There is a ladder on the northern wall that goes up through the ceiling to the next floor above. And
Oh,
there
the
are
staircase doesn't go higher. Got it.
correct. And there are several doors. There are 3 doors on the southern wall, 1 door on the eastern wall, and 2 doors on the northern wall.
And I did mention earlier that we were looking for a ladder.
Yes.
You did?
Well, at least to get to the top floor.
Right.
Do you mind if we look around, because we're pretty sure he came by here and we're looking for him. He might be in danger.
We tracked him to this location, which is he has something that belongs to us.
Listen, we don't care about your robot. You probably want to get out of here before your fate is decided for you, if you know what I mean.
Like the
I don't.
lady
What do you mean?
upstairs?
What'd you say, Bora?
Like the lady upstairs? Did you decide her fate?
With that, we will roll some initiative.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Figured it was coming. I just.
Natural 20 for a total of 19 for Soul.
Roll the 2. That is a 5.
11.
4.
Wow.
As we are rolling initiative, Kaylin claps twice and says, "Attenzione," and everyone add 2 to your initiative.
Okay.
Oh,
6.
well, I got an 18.
7.
21.
Would it behoove anyone to take an 18 instead of your score?
I mean, I don't know.
Actually, yes.
Okay.
I mean,
So
it's kind
go
of my
ahead and-
fault. I might.
Okay. So who wants it?
Kaylin, do you want it?
Sure.
Okay.
All right. Kaylin, who has 11?
I'll end up with an 11. So we
So
switch.
yeah.
I get your
Okay.
18, you get my 11.
Perfect.
Yeah, sorry, Scott. That ability makes a lot of work for you.
Okay. That'll work for me. What does that mean?
You have to add 2 to all of our initiatives.
Oh, damn it!
And then
Everyone.
you need to
Or
Yes.
subtract 2 from the bad guys, because that would be equal.
And then you need to switch Calistrick and Kaylin.
Hold on, I'm adding the 2 first.
And that's where we'll take our break.
Not quite. Oh no, not the bad guys. Is Radish out or not?
Yes, Radish is out.
Did Radish roll an initiative?
Oh, no, hold on. I can't his initiative from his stupid little thing. So Radish gets a 9 plus 2, so 11.
Niner.
Okay, so now who
Same
am I
as me.
switching?
Kaylin and Calistrick.
So you go at 18, Calistrick goes at 11. Alright. Alright, so we start off with a banger with a soul. As these guys, let me give you a better description of what they're wearing. Spiky studded leather armor with shields. They also have uh, spears that they are aiming in your party's direction at this point.
All right.
And let me make them visible for you all.
Oh, we see them.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yep. They're the OGs.
Got it.
Here's what's gonna happen. I have very little juice left in the tank, so I'm going to use my action to try, and I'm going to use my channel divinity and read the thoughts of gladiator number 2. So I need a wisdom saving throw. Unfortunately, I don't actually have this program, but do I have any other? Yeah, I'll just use this to force the save. He succeeds, so I do not read his thoughts. That is my action.
Okay.
I don't have any bonus actions. Philosopher was not made for combat. I will pass.
You done?
Yeah.
New Kalen.
Excellent. 5, 10. He's going to flip up onto his hands and walk on his hands between them. And then he's going to spiral down, sitting cross-legged, look over at number 1 and say, I don't think you understand who we are. I'm going to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
All right.
I don't think I understand who you are.
The tiefling got a 4. A 5.
He is prone and incapacitated.
And he just begins belly laughing.
Oh, yeah.
Excellent.
And then I look over at Calistrick and I say, told you I should go first. And I'm going to give him a Bardic Inspiration.
Sweet.
Which is a D8 to add to an attack, save, or check. And as part of the Bardic Inspiration, I spring up and my foot goes directly into the jaw of number 1.
So you're able
You
to
attack with an inspiration?
I
Wow.
sure do.
Oh my gosh.
Anytime I use a Bardic Inspiration as part of the action, I can make an unarmed attack using my Bardic Inspiration die for the damage. That would be 11 damage to his face.
so you catch him right underneath the chin, and his head kind of snaps back with one of his teeth falling out. He turns back to you and he goes, "That's a mistake."
I will be currently standing on one hand, balancing out like a good clown should be.
All right.
Wow.
He's an acrobat.
Fun. That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
This is the dancer subclass.
And as you guys see this version of Kalen do this, you see kind of that same fighting spirit of Kalen that you remember from your previous version, but this also feels familiar, and this is the kind of way that this version of Kalen fights, and you recall seeing this kind of action, him spring into action in this way before, and it starts to kind of like embolden you in the sense of your camaraderie side of this new Kalen. Lorelai, as that tooth goes flying across the room from the kick to the jaw, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna
As a
stand.
note, number 2 is prone, incapacitated, and laughing.
Laughing his head off.
Gross. I will use my bonus action and I'll point at them and say, Get him, Radish, and Radish will attack on his turn.
Okay.
I think that's how that works.
think
I don't know. And then I will use my action to ask I'm gonna grip the kind of the handle of the wine jug, and I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast. You said it was number 2 that's laying down? Or number
2
1?
is laughing uncontrollably.
Okay, don't
Number
look to
1 got his tooth knocked out.
Okay, I'm gonna target number 1 and cast Eldritch Blast. Oh,
Nice.
okay, 24.
Yeah, your ray just bursts out and slams into him.
So he's gonna take 13 points of force damage, and then so as you see the Eldritch Blast leave her hand, it almost has like frosty crystals trailing behind it, and it's gonna hit him for an additional 3 points of cold damage.
Ooh.
And then
So that force damage kind of takes the wind out of him, and then it just kind of like solidifies into ice chars right on his chest. Nice.
And then she's gonna fling her other hand and cast another Eldritch Blast, which notably does not have the ice behind it. The 15 hit?
No, that will hit off of his shield. He brings his shield up just in time to protect against the second blast, and says, "You're 2, he's 1." Points it at Kaelin.
I'm number 1. I'm number 1.
I'll point at him again. I come second to no one.
All right, Kalishuk, as you see these 2 Eldritch Blasts scream across the room, one finding its target and causing these ice crystals across its chest, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
I will walk over here to this guard on the ground, walk past him, lean down, put my hand right under his chin as he's laughing, and lock an immovable rod in place so he can't budge. He's stuck on the floor. Like across his throat on the ground.
Oh, damn.
All right. Fair enough.
Would that cause me an action?
I believe check immovable rod.
Okay.
Because it would say
I believe that would be the magic action.
Yeah, I believe that's using a magic
really?
item is a magic action.
Okay, let me check. Immovable rod. You can use an action to press the button. So yeah, that's my action.
Yep.
So I don't get an attack or anything. But I will step here and look at guard number 1 and say, I am number 1.
Who does number 1 work for?
All right. As he goes and pins this other laughing poor sod to the ground by the throat, who is still laughing, by the way.
He finds it hilarious.
Radish, you have been given a command. What do you do?
So Radish is going to here 10. You know what? Since this guy's pinned, Radish is going to stay here in this square. And he is going to melee attack the guy pinned to the ground.
All right.
So does he get advantage on that because he's pinned? Since it's a melee attack?
He's
prone. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll hit that, and then maybe this will work. How funny would it have been if Radish crit? 24
is your roll. That does hit, but you did not have him targeted.
Oh, nope, you're right. 2. Okay, now he's targeted for. Oh, interesting. I don't know how to target from Radish because, let me try this.
I think you have to like.
There it is. There it is.
Yeah,
I
there
just
you
had
go.
to click onto Radish.
Mhm.
Okay. And then we'll do 15 points of damage.
Scott,
Damn.
can you click the advantage button?
Yep.
He is still laughing.
Damn. So yes, Radish goes up and just claw attack, right?
Yeah, it's just his rend attack. So yeah,
Yeah.
he just swipes at him.
Just swipes at him, and blood spurts up, and the guy laughs even harder.
It is
All
ridiculous.
funny to him.
And since he is prone, he can't and laughing, so he can't. He's incapacitated.
He is.
Correct.
Okay, I'll have Radish just fly up. He went 15. I'll just have Radish fly up 10 feet in the air so he just can't get hit.
Yep. Gladiator 1 yells out, Dalish! Intruders!
That's unfortunate.
It is.
And he said Kalen was number 1.
He was number 1.
First attack with the spear. Actually, no. With the shield. Bashes into you with your shield. Does a 19.
I will use my once per day magic initiate shield spell.
Okay.
So that will miss.
All right. He will again try a second time with the shield. How about a 19 again?
Also misses.
And the last attack with the spear. A 20.
Misses.
So he swings with his shield, and you immediately put up your magical ward, which clangs his shield off. He tries to come back again with the same shield bash, and you dodge out of the way. And then the last stroke, the spear just hits into that magical barrier and just doesn't penetrate it.
The magical barrier is like a cloud of pink butterflies, translucent butterflies that just come up and just he smacks into it, and the butterflies kind of scatter a little bit, but they're still there.
That's beautiful. Pink butterfly.
Feywild magic, baby.
Yep. Okay,
so the door behind Vora opens.
Oh no!
Damn it, Cora. Why is it always behind you?
Again.
And you see a horrible looking creature.
Yeah, but what's behind her?
Yuck.
Oh my god. What the fuck
Oh
is that?
my!
Great.
Who says, "My tower"?
We don't even want your tower.
Let's see, multi-attack. Ooh, that's interesting.
Never
Not
want to hear
helping.
that.
So he's going to use his great axe at you. He swings down, does a 25 hit.
Me, yes.
This large great axe comes down, doing stuck. Come on now.
We can't see him, by the way.
You can't.
No.
Correct.
Not that I can see.
I can. Oh, there we go.
Oh, no, I can.
doing 14 points of slashing damage at you.
I would like to use Wrath of the Storm.
Okay.
Hold on. Do I have him targeted?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
You also had someone else targeted?
It's the first person I clicked. Weird.
No, it just had advantage for some reason. Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know.
He might have magic resistance.
Oh, yes, he does. So he succeeded on the save with a 13.
Well, fine.
Picking that guy's name. Larch the Gore Drinker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Band name called it.
Yeah.
And as soon as he finishes swinging at you, he teleports to there.
Oh,
Oh boy. I
Righty then.
certainly don't like that.
And it is now Gil's turn.
That
So
kind of
this
changes what I was
creature,
gonna do.
throws the door open, slashes into your friend, and teleports across the room, putting his part of his back to his obvious minion's side. There.
Right. Gil follows this horrible thing with, his bow, tilts his head a little bit, and goes, "Wait a minute." Reaches into his pocket, pulls out the card,
Okay.
and he closes his eyes and activates it, targeting both tieflings and that thing with banishment.
All right.
That's no bueno. So Thalarsh succeeded. Tiefling Gladiator 1 and 2 are both failed.
Okay. So they both blip.
They do. He does not. And I go, well, I didn't do what I expected, but we can focus now. And as a bonus action, because I still have that, I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on this thing.
So as your friend pulls that card out again and uses it, you feel that magical surge of energy come through all of you, and you all feel like you are part of this usage of that card, and you feel the intensity of this magic go.
Why am I targeting my... Sure, that's correct. We're good. And that's pretty much all I do.
All right. Vora, you just watch your friend whip out his card from the deck of many things, brandish it, and two of the creatures blip out. There is a hovering, immovable rod about 8 inches off of the ground where one of them was a moment ago. And this creature that just slashed into you has teleported a few feet away. What would you like to do?
I would like to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Now
Okay.
takes concentration.
Yeah,
Okay.
I understand. I do.
It takes concentration, but it is a bonus action still.
Yes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But I understand why they added concentration. It's...
As the Spirit Guardians.
Yes, exactly.
Which is also concentration.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I don't know what I want to do. We haven't had a full rest, so I still have a lot of spell slots that are gone.
Yeah, me too.
So,
All fun and games till your clerics have no spell slots.
exactly.
Could have got through the portal quicker. Jeez.
Great. Okay, you know what? Since I'm the dummy that just asked the
10
dumb
spell slots?
question, I asked the dumb question, so I'll do the dumb thing. I'm just feeling ballsy, so I'm going to
apparently.
go over there and I'm just gonna smack him with a warhammer.
Right.
You know, because why not? Does a 15 hit?
That will miss.
Of course it will.
Anything else?
I'm looking. No. No. Oh, wait. Hold on. Hold on. As a... No, I don't know if I can do that to myself. Can I cast Sanctuary on myself?
Yes.
Yeah.
Given that I'm already heavy damage and I'm being dumb, I'm going to cast Sanctuary on myself.
Okay. Go ahead and put the effect, target yourself, put the effect on yourself.
Let me untarget this
Sanctuary.
Coming down from the ladder that goes through the ceiling.
Oh, Jesus.
Flying down, I believe.
Right behind Vora.
Right behind Vora. Oh, no. Not flying down. Climbing down.
Oh, I see it.
You see... creature that looks like this.
Oh, gross.
A lot of... Yeah.
It looks like that,
Looks like a bug.
It looks like that thing from that like Cartoon Network nighttime show where it's like a fake talk show.
Oh, yeah. This goes coast to coast.
Yes.
Nice. Nice. That's exactly what it looks like.
Brax, yeah.
It doesn't
Brax.
know that you have
What is
Sanctuary
it?
up, so it's going to try to go for Vora. How does Sanctuary work?
How does Sanctuary work?
He makes
Okay,
a wisdom
saving throw.
save.
In stereo.
He makes a wisdom save?
Yes.
Or else he has to attack someone else, I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah,
Or
he
lose
has
his
to
action.
succeed on a wisdom saving throw or either choose a new target or lose the spell or attack.
He got a 7 on the wisdom save. So he's got to choose a new target? Sorry, Lorelai.
He's got a giant one right next to him, too. I mean, it sounds like you gotta roll a d20. 1 to 10 is me, and 10 to 11 to 20 is the big guy. I don't make the rules, I just enforce them.
Make a persuasion check.
Yeah, but you're the one that's convincing, right?
First attack with the trident.
Oh.
9 will miss. Second attack with the claw. 26.
No, that missed.
For a total of 6 points of slashing magical damage. Claws as it rips claw right across your arm.
He done messed up.
Ow, you stupid bitch.
Coming down the ladder is another one.
Oh, no.
Who will also attempt to go for Vora, because that's who they would have seen first. So that's a wisdom save, right?
Yeah.
Fails.
Damn it.
Sorry.
Never standing next to Vora again.
Trident attack.
Hey!
10 will miss. However, the claw attack comes in for a 20. For 10 more points of magical slashing damage to Laura. And that takes us To the top of the round, a soul.
Correct me if I'm wrong. These beings look infernal in nature, correct? Not abyssal.
Hold on.
You can't tell somebody's origins just by looking at them. God.
They are fiends, which
Yeah, they're-
kind of covers both.
Yep.
Both
Mhm.
issues there. I believe these are all.
Loth, I believe, are demons, not devils. Or it's the other way around.
Other way around. Devils are lawful.
No, Loth, as in Arcana Loth,
Oh, Loth. Oh,
Mesoloth,
I think those are like the middle ones, like neutral evil.
Narcoloth.
Narcoleptic Loth.
Like daemons or whatever.
Mesoloths
The
are
middle one.
neutral. That doesn't
Yeah.
answer our question.
No. If they're the neutral evil ones, that would make them daemons, which are the ones that are like halfway between them.
Like incubuses.
What's the purpose of your question?
Trying to know if me speaking into infernal to these guys, if they would understand.
Gotcha. You do believe they would probably understand Infernal.
I will turn towards Gore, the Gore drinker, I guess, Talishar, and say in Infernal, I suggest you go fly up to Sigil and try to get tea with the Lady of Pain. As I cast suggestion on the drinker.
Wow. All right.
All right. A nice
You know?
guy.
I got nothing I can do to affect that, so I will use that's my last second level spell. I will back up 5, 10 into here.
Stepping into there, are you?
Yeah.
What did you do, Ray?
You notice that looks to be some sort of study. A sizable desk stands opposite the door of the stuffy study. Cabinets, crowded bookshelves, maps of the outer planes cover the room's wall. In the south corner stands a simple cot. A hulking. Oh no, that's the guy that just came out of here. Never mind. On the desk, you see what look to be parts of a many different types of metallic skull that you would recognize as a mimir.
Oh.
Which is a informational guide of Sigil and the Outlands. Like you would recognize that as a common thing to a soul.
Gotcha.
It looks like it's been partially taken apart.
Okay. Noted.
Anything else, Assault?
I technically did step away. I don't know if he has reach.
So, what you guys all saw, does he have reach? Oh, yeah, that's a good question. I'm betting he does.
He's a large creature, so. That was pretty accurate, honestly.
No, reach 5 feet.
Oh, good.
Get wrecked, you stupid big monster.
So what you guys see is your friend Asol speak this hideous speech coming out of the face of an elephant.
Yeah.
That's not terrifying at all. And it doesn't seem to have any effect, so he just kind of backpedals into the room.
Did you say you were speaking abyssal or infernal?
Infernal.
Oh, okay.
I think I left the stove on. I gotta go.
And as Asol steps back out of the way, Kaelin, it is your turn.
Kalen will spring off the table and mid-air twirl his staff, and it begins glowing a soft blue as he casts Truth Strike and attacks the big. A 9 will probably miss, though.
a 9 will definitely miss.
And then as the spear continues to spin, he pivots his feet and gives a little whistle to Vora. And casts Healing Word.
Thank you, Easter Bunny. Literally.
That's it for me.
So with the
I'm
twirl,
flashy.
the flashy twirl of the staff and the healing word bolstering your friend Lorelei, it is your turn.
Well, I hate it.
They both.
I am. Interesting decision. Here's a question. If I gave my pet a command last turn, do I have to continue using my bonus action to command it to attack? Do we know?
Not sure.
I believe so.
Okay.
The
As
ability, you
use-
have to give it a bonus action to attack.
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Gross. Okay. He hits harder than I do, so. Choo 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 choo. Okay. Then I will use my bonus action to tell Radish to. Yeah, I'll tell Radish to attack the big one.
Okay.
Get the ugly one, Radish. And then I am going to cast Infestation on Mesaloth 1. He fails. So I'll cast Infestation, and so what happens is like a cloud of sand fleas start jumping all over this whatever he is, Mesaloth. So these sand fleas start jumping all over him, and he takes 1d6 poison damage. Oh, 2d6 poison damage. So he takes 7 points of damage. He resisted the fucking full thing?
Doesn't take any damage.
He's resistant to poison?
He's immune.
Like he's immune.
This is horseshit. He moves
else
5
suddenly
feet
really
in a
itchy?
random direction if it can move, and its speed is at least 5 feet. Roll a d4 for the direction. Oh, well, he can only move one specific direction. But I guess I'll roll anyway. 3, so it says, 1 north, 2 south, 3 east, or 4 west. So he moves east. So he has to go 5 feet to the east.
To number 1?
Yes.
So he does leave Vora's threatened square, but is this...
It does not provoke. It doesn't provoke attacks.
Okay.
Well, that's unfortunate for me. Cool. Hate it. Cool. I'm going to, hate it. I guess I'll just hang out. He did not. Hold on. I can mute him.
You were not muted, Corin. But now you've been muted.
Yeah, so that's that. Yep. I'm not gonna move. I'll hang out right there and just be Vora's sponge.
So as you see these sand fleas crawl up all over this creature to no ill effect, what would you like to do, Calistrick? It is your turn.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna need help here.
You're
From my-
sounding like you're a long distance away.
Oh, I think I'm going to need help here from my DM because I don't know how to set this feature up, but I'm going to step over here where I can line all of them up
Uh-huh.
and pull out, reach to the back of my back where the card keeps appearing, and pull out my card and cast Sunbeam right down the line.
Let's see how that works.
I'm targeting all three. Yeah, that's what my card does.
Cool. I've never heard of
A
Sunbeam.
spell called Sunbeam.
Oops.
You launch a
Dink.
sunbeam in a 5-foot wide, 60-foot long line. Each creature in the line makes a con saving throw.
Okay.
Right.
Do you do that for me, or do I do it somehow?
Well, you don't. If you don't have it coded, I have to do it.
Yeah, I don't.
So give me a second because
Yep.
he's got magic resistance, so he gets it at advantage.
Your pizza's really
Fail,
good,
you
Scott.
big ugly.
Oh, thanks.
Cruel.
Natural
Oh.
20 for a 24.
This guy's
Jerk.
saving
So
history.
he makes his save.
It still takes half.
And then the other two
It's true.
also have magic resistance. So
Well, my card
save.
sucks.
No, your card's really good. It just does not happen to be great against these
20
things.
for him, and I'm just going to roll the same one. Oops, sorry. Advantage.
Oh, you
Rerolling.
made it. I'm sure 19
All of them
made it.
succeed. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
they
they
did.
all succeed. So on a failed save, they take 68 radiant damage and are blinded. On a successful save, they take half as much damage, not blinded.
6d8.
Uh-huh.
Do you want me to roll that?
Yes, please.
Okay, let me try to remember how to do that. D8.
Grab the D8 and right click until you have 6 of them and drop them in the box.
It's actually really nice because you can just keep doing that for a minute.
Oh, really? Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't know
you
that.
can do it again as long as the
Oh,
spell's up.
Stupid ones and twos. What the?
Wow.
So 7
That's
points to each
awful. Oh,
That's
boy.
crazy.
Okay.
But when it hits good, it'll be great.
Yeah.
Looking at
But-
you, disintegrate, you fuck.
You now have you're concentrating, so we have to remember that if you get hit. But
Ouch,
you can
okay.
do this as an action.
Repeatedly.
Yeah, and you are shining with this radiance of the sun emanating from you. And again, as
And-
this card was triggered, you all feel that same pull, that same drain of like magical energy coming from all of you.
I repeat, I am number one.
Radish. What does Radish do as this room gets suddenly very bright?
Radish had instructions, so Radish is gonna fly at Thalarsh
Uh-huh.
and attack him with his little fingies. Oh my god, I have so many boxes open now. Okay. Click onto guy. Okay, melee attack. 15?
That will miss.
Well, well, that's unfortunate.
All right. Anything else?
No, he cannot do anything else.
All right. Darlash sees everything that's happening, sees that, and wants to get to Calistrick, but Kalen is in the way. So Kalen becomes his target.
Let him through.
Please. Do like the Fezzik from Princess Bride, just aside.
And attacks with Great Axe. Does an
That'll hit.
18 hit?
Ow.
16 points of slashing damage.
I hold on to that concentration because that guy is still laughing wherever he is.
He is laughing wherever he is. Let me see. And he will make a second attack with the great axe. Does a 20 hit?
Jesus.
Yep.
Oof.
Or 20 more.
He's no longer laughing.
He's no longer laughing wherever he is.
Okay.
I am no longer laughing either.
No.
Correct. Gil.
Yeah. Okay. Gil sees what's going on, decides he needs to give this thing another target, so he's going to walk right up to him. And as he does so, he's going to pull his dagger out. And as a bonus action, he's going to declare Slarsh to be his planar warrior target. So if this hits, everything is force damage.
Okay.
So attack. And I do have weapon mastery and dagger. So 19.
That will hit.
All right, so I sneak attack and roll. 29 force damage.
So your dagger slams into him and he howls in pain.
And then, because I can, I flip the dagger to my other hand and with the Nick ability attack him again. This one with that is not force damage, technically. Although the Hunter's Mark will be. It's only a 12. That misses. And I've used my bonus action, so I am done.
All right. Vora, you see Gil walk up and with a quick flick of the blade do a massive stab into this creature's stomach. What would you like to do?
I would like to do Word of Radiance. And
Nice.
I can target both Mr. Goredrinker and the Mesloth too, correct?
Mr. Goredrinker is my father.
Correct.
Yep. You can call me Large.
All right. Great. So I'm going to do Word of Radiance.
Made yourself targeted.
Oh, it's because I still had Sanctuary on myself. Sorry.
Your sanctuary should drop now, right?
I believe that's correct.
Yes.
Okay, do I need to redo it or did it?
Just, no, you just.
It would have untargeted you because
Okay.
it's not half damage on save.
So, roll damage?
Yeah, you're clear to roll damage. The Mesloth failed. And he takes 7 points of radiant damage as your god's energy slams down into him.
Okay.
That is your action. Anything else?
Nope.
All right. Mesloth 2.
Actually, wait. You said that Sanctuary dropped, correct?
Yeah, because Sanctuary is meant to be like, I'm hiding from you, you can't attack me, and when you attack someone,
Yeah.
it goes away.
It's bonus action, so I'm trying to decide if I want to cast it again, but I'm out of first level spell slots, so.
Gotcha.
You could upcast it.
Yeah, I could to protect myself, but I might want to save that to do some actual things.
The warlock in you thanks you.
The Mesloth did just get hit by your god's energy, so it's going to turn back to Vora, attacking with its trident on her. Does a 26 hit?
Well, yeah.
Slams into you for 8 points of piercing damage and swings a claw.
Oh my god.
For also a 26
Jeez.
for 9 points of magical slashing damage.
Okay. Great. Thank you. Can I have another?
Okay, Mazaloth 1. No, Mazaloth 1 is in the corner and is going to go for Lorelei. Swinging again with its claw for 26 on Lorelei.
Can you roll something else?
I'll try. And it's for 8 points of slashing magical, and it's trident attack. A 17 for 24.
Something lower.
Oh, for
Any
10 points
Good lord.
of piercing damage.
Ow.
We could just lay here together.
And
And
with
cry.
that,
Puddle,
as
puddle.
we-
Puddle, puddle.
and
Yeah.
with that, as we turn to the top of the round, we're going to take our break for a bathroom and drink break here in the middle of combat. So,
Lord.
we'll come back to a Soul's turn at the top of round, whatever it is. 12 is
Soul,
not
use your
correct.
big guns.
42.
I got one spell slot left, and I
right.
have a feeling it's either going to be Revivify or Mass Healing Words. So
Refresh your drinks, and we'll be back in a few.
Okay. Okay.
Hey everybody, we're back. We are Dicey Decisions. This is our Twist of Fate campaign. We are back here in this strange Githyanki tower, fighting some fiends, and it is currently a soul's turn at the top of the round.
Yes, it is.
So let's hop back to it.
Yeah.
Not a rabbit joke.
Yes.
Yes. I do not have many choices, so I'm gonna do another Hail Mary and try to read thoughts on Talarash. Talarash?
Flarsh.
Talarsh? Okay. If I can get a wisdom saving throw from him. This is through a channel divinity, so I don't know if magic resistance will affect it or not.
That's a good question. Spells and other magical effects. It is a magical effect.
Okay. Yeah. So then I can trigger that, but it will just be for the hold person. It'll say hold person, but it's still just a wisdom save, same DC.
That's fine. With an 11, he fails.
Great. I will say first off, I can read his thoughts. What are his thoughts? Surface level thoughts.
Surface level thoughts are, I gotta kill this damn bunny and get to that radiating creature before he kills us all.
Okay.
He definitely sees Calistric's current ability as a massive threat.
Heard. I will then say out loud and comment to everyone, focus on the small ones. I can take care of the big guy. That's what I say.
All right, so you just read his mind. You say that to your friends, and that's it.
Knowledge clerics are not an optimized subclass.
Fair enough.
But damn it, next turn when I have an action again,
All right,
something will happen.
Kaylin.
All right. I'm gonna start out.
Your drinking buddy just said he's got the big guy.
Sounds good to me. I'm gonna start out by casting Mirror Image on myself.
Oh, interesting. Is that
And then I'm
the new
going.
edition at all?
It did. It's actually interesting how it works. And I will read it out. So you get 3 duplicates. And when you're attacked, you roll a d6 for each remaining duplicate. If any of them are 3 or higher, it's a duplicate.
Oh, neat.
So instead of rolling a d20 and having it be a percent, it's just a d6.
Got it.
So then I'm going to, as a bonus action, use a rabbit hop to go the fuck away. So 5, 10, 15.
Okay. So you spring away with no ill effect.
And
right?
then
Doesn't provoke.
Correct. Then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Right.
And that's me.
All right.
Guess I won't put it there then.
As the rabbit hops around the room, Lorelei, it is your turn.
Okay. Lorelai's gonna reach down to her side and grab this gray satchel. And she's gonna reach inside and she pulls out like this weird, like it looks kind of like a fur ball. It's just like a little ball of fur, and she tosses the fur ball. 15. Do I do it there? Do I? She's gonna just toss the fur ball next to her. I can't ping on this. Ping here. Right here in that square next to her. And I rolled a 5, so I get a panther in that square.
So this gorgeous looking black cat just emanates out of this stone into that space.
And she'll use her bonus action, and so she'll say, all right, Perry, kill the enemies. And he gets to go on my turn. It does not say that it has to go the next time. It just says I can give it an action.
So he would do it now.
Yep, it attacks on my turn. So he will. So, I am still in ping mode. Ping mode.
I did share the.
Yes, I just need to
hopefully
get out of mode. I don't want that mode either. How do I go back to normal?
I think if
Or
you
just like the
toggle
ping in the menu bar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so Panther, and then he attacks. Yep. Okay. Makes a pounce attack and uses prowl. It has multi attack. That's cool. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Melee attack. Does an 11 hit?
I will miss.
So that's weird. It says Panther makes 1 pounce attack and uses prowl for multi attack. Okay, that's weird.
1 pounce attack and uses prowl.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a multi attack, but he's just gonna stay there. Yeah, he'll stay there. So that's the unfortunate end of my turn.
All right. As this panther springs into being, emanating out of this rock that was thrown down by your friend, Calistrick, it is your turn.
Okay. Since the bunny hopped directly into the path of the sunbeam,
Oh, shit.
and if I keep it going, I will cook him. I put down, I slap the card onto my back again, and I take a swipe at this thing, at the big ugly green snot boy.
You'd have to move up to it.
Oh, not if I have a halberd.
Oh, okay.
Which I do. So I reach out with that halberd like a long baseball bat and try to carve into him. So, wait a minute. I've got literally everybody targeted.
Don't do that.
You. Okay.
Also, Jack, don't forget you have a Bardic Inspiration die.
Right on. Try to hit him first.
Ooh, nice.
25. That will definitely hit him.
Yeah, okay. Let me do some damage first.
Nice.
As your halberd cuts into him, you do see he seems to resist some of that damage.
And it says, if I hit with the halberd, attack an enemy within 5 feet of the first one. If I hit that one, I can damage it. So does that mean I can go for Mesoloth 2?
What is this from?
The cleave with the halberd?
You have to be within 5 feet of you.
Oh, within 5 feet of me. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then. I shall swing again.
All right.
Miss, but I'm going to use my...
15 will miss, but you do have a bardic inspiration die.
Which is a 6 or 8?
D8, I believe you said.
8.
D8.
So an extra 4.
Would take him to a 21.
21?
That will hit.
Okay. Then
Fuck yeah, Bard.
He will take another 9. Golly, how do I hurt this guy?
Which is resisted as well.
Yeah.
So.
Whew.
I got the big guy.
Okay.
Don't worry about the big guy.
I can't reach anybody else. So
Right. Anything else?
I'm going to action surge and hope to just peck. Oh, you know what? As a bonus action, I'm going to slam him in the head with a psionic strike. So I can deal damage with can deal force damage equal to the number rolled plus my intelligence modifier. So right now, I'm rolling a d8.
Is this without, you don't have to attack roll, it's just automatic?
No, it's once I hit. I can do it once per turn.
Oh, after a normal attack.
Right,
Got it. So as part of that attack that hit him.
right. So that's a 5 plus, let's see, what is my intelligence? Plus 2.
Right.
So 7 more points of force damage to his brain.
That all goes through.
Yeah. And then action surge to halberd him. Yeah, you know what? He's going to come after me. I'm going to pull out the maul because I like the maul and step in there and take a swing with the maul. That's a hit.
21 will hit.
You will take 10 points of damage, and I'm going to deliver another psionic strike.
Once per
You
turn.
said once
That's
per turn.
once per turn.
Oh, even if I action surge, I can only do it the once?
Yeah, it's still you're the same turn.
Got it. All right. And I'm going to maul him yet again. That's another hit.
That will hit with a 20.
Roll big, another 10, halved.
So you are nickel and diming him. Each of these wounds are less effective than you normally would have them be with his resistances, but you are definitely whittling away. Radish.
Radish doesn't get to go this turn because I use my bonus action for the panther.
Got it.
So Radish is just hanging out.
Tharlash is happy that Calistrick has come forward. And that is who he's going to go after. First attack with the Great Axe. I rolled a 19 again for 28.
Hey,
Sheesh.
quit with the cooked dice.
Jesus. Slams into you for 16 points of slashing damage. Second attack. One will hit.
Oh.
17 more points of slashing damage.
I think I'm going to try to cut that down if I... let me check if I can do this during my turn.
It's not your turn.
During someone else's turn, which I have...
It's a reaction then.
Yeah, let me make sure it is. It's a protective field.
Oh.
When I or another creature I can see takes damage, I can use the reaction to expend a psionic die, roll the die, and reduce the damage taken by the number rolled plus intelligence modifier. So I'm going to try to take that off of me by this many points. 7.
Give
Right.
yourself back 7. So have 7
Yes, I
less
will.
wounds.
Yeah.
It'll take you to 40 wounds.
Yep. Cool.
All right. So as the Arcanoloth steps up and takes 2 mighty swings into your friend Callistrek, Gil, it is your turn. For our audience, Dan was having a massive headache and not feeling well, and struggling with like screen time issue with that. So he stepped away for his health, and we applaud him for that and wish him feeling better. Corin is going to take over running Gil for the combat.
Yeah, Gil is just going to use his bonus action to disengage if we're going to be done with Big Guy. As he moves back, pulling out his longbow, and shoot at number 2.
His
Mizaloth
mark
number 2.
was on the big guy. Just so
Correct. So if you can take that off because I cannot.
Great.
So roll to hit. There's a 21 hit Mizaloth 2.
Definitely will hit.
Perfect. No hunter's mark. I will get sneak attack. So Mizaloth 2 will take 16 points of just regular old piercing damage.
Yeah, that does slam into him. Just so that this isn't your normal character, if it matters, I don't think it does in this particular instance, but he does have the weapon mastery with the longbow.
I don't even know what weapon mastery does for longbow.
That's the slow.
Reduce speed by 10.
So
Its speed is reduced by 10.
you just
You shoot him in the knee.
Right.
Yep.
So I don't think it's going to matter in this fight, but
but yes, good to know.
It's a great thing for longbowmen hitting people at range as they're closing, though. So
Oh,
slow
for sure.
down.
I love that.
Anything else?
I got nothing else.
All right.
Nope.
So Vora, your friend Gil steps back away and takes an arrow into the one standing next to you. Is that the one you hit?
Mm-hmm.
So an arrow whizzes past your shoulder into the Mezoloth. It is your turn.
I'm going to go ahead and do Word of Radiance again.
Okay.
I'm going to target both.
Starlash and Mezoloth too. Yep.
Both Lorelei and Kalen.
I'm gonna target all 4.
No. All right.
Sadly, they both succeed on their saves.
Well,
so no damage.
Whatever.
I'm sorry.
Well, great. Okay. Sure. Yes. Why not? I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon as a bonus action.
Okay.
Right behind Flarsh.
Okay.
Are you drawing it or am I drawing it?
I'll draw it for you.
Thank you.
And it's a key.
It's a key.
I got the big guy.
Okay. And I guess I need to untarget little dude.
He's not targeted. You got it now.
Mm-hmm. Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
With an 11 on your attack roll, the key wings past him and misses.
I'm tired. Okay, that's all I got.
Yeah. Mezoloth 2. Well.
Mm-hmm. Just say it.
Yeah, he's going after Vora. First attack with the trident.
Ha!
Natural 1 misses. And attack with the claw For a 12 will also miss.
That's right.
Mesaloth number 1.
Way to go, Vora.
Movement.
Dodge.
I would like to use a reaction at the end of Mesaloth 2's turn.
Sure.
This is called Inspiring Movement. When an enemy you can see ends its turn within 5 feet of you, you can take a reaction and expend one of your bardic inspiration to move up to half your speed. Then, one ally of your choice within 30 feet of you can also move up to half their speed. None of this feature's movement provokes attacks of opportunity. I'm not moving, but Lorelei, can you move up to half your speed, please?
Yes, please.
And because I spent a bardic inspiration, I'm kicking Mesaloth in the face.
All right.
Uh, 22 to hit for 8 damage.
You do
Take
notice
that,
that it
Mezzo.
does seem to resist some of that as well.
Yeah, the
Fucking
foot bone kind of hurts a little as it strikes.
But it cannot target Lorelei from there. And you just kicked which one?
I kicked number 2.
Okay, so number 1's not mad at you, and number 1 sees this panther. So
Damn,
one's gonna
what'd
go
Perry ever do to you?
You tried
And
to
there's
bite
4 of me, so.
Right. So first with the trident on the panther with a 15.
Roll low. That'll hit.
I rolled as
Thanks.
low as
There
I
we
could for 5 points of damage.
As low
I
as
gotta,
possible.
I gotta like pen and paper this because I.
And the claw.
Oh,
He's in the combat tracker. You don't have to pen and
oh,
paper.
does he have health?
Should.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
23 to hit with the claw. Slashes him in the howls in pain.
Oh, good.
Back to the top of the round. A soul's turn.
The payoff. Using my second ability of my new channel divinity of reading thoughts, I'm going to end the effect of being able to read his thoughts and cast the suggestion spell, in which he automatically fails. So I'm going to give him a new suggestion, which is to fly up to Sigil, go to the morgue, and eat the red apple in the basement.
Wait.
And he is automatically suggested to do it.
And he wouldn't know that would cause him. We don't know that it would cause him harm.
We don't know that would cause him harm.
Wow.
Sweet.
Bye,
That's
Felicia.
gold.
Bye, Felicia.
Wow. All right.
And
I
that
imagine
is
this
my...
happens verbally, so everybody hears you say that. And you do say
yes.
that the demeanor of this creature in this moment, he hasn't acted yet, but the demeanor of this creature in this moment is that he intends to leave.
I will then say out loud, a lot harsher, really, guys, don't mess with the big guy. I will step 5. I'm not done.
Okay, sorry.
Ooh.
5.
What, you got a bonus action cantrip you want to cast?
I got a bonus action 3rd level spell I want to cast.
Oh.
Okay.
Called Mass Healing Word. So we will all
Yay.
heal for 7 points.
Awesome.
As my bonus action using my last spell slot.
My little line is still red.
I tried, okay? I tried.
You're the one that stepped in the middle of 2 Mesaloths.
They didn't hit me.
Right. Fair enough. It is now Kalen's turn as he sees this creature kind of lower his axe down and begin to look towards the exit, the spiral staircase, actually.
So Kalen starts doing the figure 8 with the spear, and then it starts glowing, this time a light green, and he thrusts it forward at Mezzaloth number
Actually,
2.
I should retake that. He does not look
Hmm?
at the spiral staircase.
He goes outside.
He is pondering where he needs to go.
So this is a true strike.
Okay. A 13, however, will miss.
Are you sure?
I am positive.
But what if it did hit?
We'll have to check next round.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do I want to do anything else? No, I'm good.
All right.
One day I will hit with that damn spell.
I know. Lorelei, you see your friend has commanded this creature, and it looks to have had some effect. Kalen attempts to swing his glowing staff to no avail. What would you like to do?
I'll use my bonus action. Okay, Radish, leave the big one alone and hit one of the small ones. And then she will touch the vessel on her side again, and with a twirl, fling her wrist out and let out another Eldritch Blast onto Mezzaloth number 2. Maybe? There it is. Ooh, very nice for 24 to hit.
Oh, that will definitely hit.
And this, oh, gross. This Eldritch Blast comes out with that same frost trailing behind it. And it'll take 5 damage from the Eldritch Blast and an additional 3 damage from the frost.
Nice.
And then she's gonna hit it again with Eldritch Blast.
It does look to resist some of that cold damage.
Yep. And I'll miss with the second one.
When the second one goes wide over its head, does the panther have a command?
The panther was commanded on my last turn to attack its enemies.
So it will still continue to go for Mezzaloth one that just hit it.
Correct. Sorry, I have so many things open. There it is. Okay. 23 to hit.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And then for 4. And then it's going to prowl.
Mm-hmm.
So what is its speed? 50 feet.
It can get far away.
5, 10. So it's going to come behind Aesol. Right there.
In the splash zone.
And then it's going to... Oh, no. And then it's going to use Aesol for cover and try to take the hide.
Okay. Roll it and keep track of it, and we'll worry about it if it comes up.
Yep.
Awesome. Calistric, you saw the panther pounce on the fiend in the corner and then bounce away without an attack. You do see that the guy in front of you has lowered his axe and is pondering.
All right, I'm going to take my chances. I'm going to move around to here.
Uh-huh.
And not focus on Big Fat Booger Boy anymore. I'm going to focus on... Mezzaloth 2 looks worse, right, than 1? I can't tell.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and try to whop him with my maul.
Okay.
Okay, maul away. Miss.
14 will miss.
Wonder if there's anything I can do. Isn't there some kind of second wind that probably doesn't let me
It
That
hit?
just heals you.
healing.
Oh, okay. Then I'm gonna swing again. Oh my gosh. That's a 1 on the dot. Double
Natural
misses.
1 will miss. So you run up to him, swing twice to no effect. Anything else?
If I can do a second wind, that'll heal me, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to do that for
That's a
my
bonus
bonus
action.
action. Okay. Then that is my turn. An extra
Nice.
15.
Hi. We got a doggy visitor.
I want a
Awesome.
doggy visitor.
I'm done.
Show dog.
It's Piper.
Oh, it's so cute.
Okay.
The kids just got here from
We'll pet later.
Huntsville.
All right. So the Calistrick, you are done. After you regain some of your stamina, Radish's turn.
All right, so Radish will leave that thing alone.
Uh-huh.
This is really weird. Okay, so Radish has fly. So can Radish fly over Fora's head and still attack?
Yes.
Okay.
These ceilings are 15 feet, so no
Okay.
problem at all.
I'm just going to leave Radish here. Just know that he's kind of like hovering
Above
over Mesaloth. Yeah. So he'll attack Mesaloth. Not attack. Attack Mesaloth 2.
Uh-huh.
Gotta find his stat block now. Okay. For a miss, 11.
All right. Swing and a miss. As Radish flies up and attempts to pester the Mesoloth.
Miss. Everything misses.
It is Starlash's turn. You see he is thinking and teleports.
Nicely done, Aesol.
I cannot wait to go visit that morgue again.
Do you want to build a snowman?
Now, out of game knowledge, you don't know where in game knowledge, you don't know where he teleported to. Out of game knowledge, he can only teleport 60 feet, but he is no longer in this room. And that's what matters to you guys.
Yeah.
I didn't want you panicking, thinking he could teleport, eat, teleport back.
Right.
Which would be awesome, but he can't actually do that. And
I
he's
would
a
love
lot
to see
further
him.
away. I don't think
One
you want
turn,
to
he's gone.
after he eats.
I'd love to
An
see what
apple in his
happens.
face. Holding the apple.
As he does this, you see the two other creatures kind of look over at each other and look back at you all. Gil, it is your turn.
In-game knowledge, Gil will let his friends know that he did not just teleport to Sigil and that he's only 60 feet away because of Hunter's March.
Right.
Now, in-game, we don't have to worry about him coming back.
Right.
Bonus action, move Hunter's Mark onto Mesaloth 2.
He's actually 60 feet plus a move action away.
Oh, perfect. And a dash action, right?
Right, actually. Well, no, because the teleport was a move.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if that was action or bonus action for him.
No, it's an action, I think.
I will shoot at Mesaloth 2 with Hunter's Mark on it now. 19 on the die for a 29 to hit.
That'll hit.
This should automatically... Oh, that did not automatically add it. There should have been an extra 1 point of force damage. Okay. I believe Hunter's Mark is now.
Yep. Anything else?
Nope.
Laura.
Why didn't you sneak attack?
Oh, you're so right.
Roll the damage, I'll add it. It's not his character, it's fair. 9
It should
more.
have been 13.
So
Total
that
half
would
to
have been
6. Half to 6. So 7 damage total to it.
So add 4 wounds.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
Bora, it is your turn as you see another arrow go flying over your shoulder.
right. I'm kind of getting frustrated, so I think I'm just going to swing with my Warhammer at
Okay.
number 2.
Come on, Bora. Punch a hole in
What?
this
Why
thing.
did it do that? Sorry. I had the wrong
Let's
thing.
see if you hit, because you hit damage.
Okay. Yeah.
Definitely hit, so that did some damage, which was partially resisted by it. You also still have your spiritual weapon up, which you can move and attack with in the same round as long as there's a target within 20 feet.
Sorry, why am I growing that? I'm trying to move it. Thank you. I will do that. La 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 la.
Come on, key. Hit him with the key.
17?
Sadly, that
Oh.
will miss.
Really? Oh, that sucks. Okay.
Wow.
Clarification on the new rules.
Oh,
Because yet again, not my character. Hunter's Mark, you can no longer move if the target is still alive.
oh,
Always been the case.
I did not know that. So because
Give him back a health point.
that's yeah, give him back the health point. That's all.
good to know. All right, anything else, Vora?
Nope. That's all I got.
So the Mezlos look at each other. So they go back to back in initiative. They both go and teleport away, and we are out of combat. Because there ain't no reason to die with the boss not here.
Fair.
Absolutely fair. Good call.
So you find yourself in this room. What would you like to do?
I would like to drink one of my healing potions.
You are always welcome to do that out of combat.
I'd like to go figure out what the boss was doing in this room.
In room, yes, in that room.
Yeah, dealing with this monodrome head.
He was kind of ransacking the desk, trying to figure out what, if there was any information in it. There are notes written in Gith, which Gil would be able to read because he.
So, and Asol.
Oh, cool. You do see there are calligrapher's tools on the desk, and you do find these pieces of this skull-like thing made of metal, and it looks like it has been taken apart. Not sure if that was being done by this guy. This guy doesn't really look like the kind of guy that would know how to take a piece of equipment apart. He'd be more the kind of guy that would smash a piece of equipment. But he was definitely rooting through the desk and looking at the notes and such. Looks like Githyanki notes about trying to map the Outlands.
Okay.
Any partially completed maps?
Right.
Take those.
Okay. Not a problem.
Asol's gonna turn to the party and be like, I'm hesitant to say we should rest here, but I don't know if we're gonna find anywhere safer in these Outlands.
There's a woman upstairs.
That's right. That's the whole reason we're in this mess. Sorry.
Yes. I say we go and try and talk to her, see if she is okay. If there were these abominations running this place.
And Rome might be in here somewhere.
So you're taking the notes, Kaylin?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, Gil would probably take them because Kalen can't read them.
Got it. I'll put them in his inventory. That's a good point.
That's fair. I would love to take the skull of this mechanical skull, if possible.
He would also take the calligrapher's supplies, I would assume. So you want the pieces of the skull?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. The skull is made of glass, actually.
Oh, okay.
Colored glass. It is in your inventory as a broken mimir.
And I do can I decipher if this would be a viable target for the Speak with Dead spell?
Interesting question.
That is a very interesting question.
Speak with Dead reads, you grant the semblance of life to a corpse of your choice within range, allowing it to answer questions you pose. The corpse must have a mouth, and this spell fails if the deceased creature was undead when it died. The spell also fails if it has been the target of the spell within 10 days.
So the question is, does it have a mouth?
It has a mouth. It is not a deceased creature.
Yeah. That would be the clarification.
We could make it
You
deceased.
would know this. You would know this, so you wouldn't waste the spell or anything like that.
Oh, yeah.
It is a magical item.
Got you.
For a minute, Galen's keep line disappears.
Nice.
There are other doors in this room. I think
There are other doors on this level, yes.
first I would check on Lorelei and Vora to make sure they're okay-ish.
Lorelei has dropped down to her knees and is bear hugging the neck of this panther and just cuddling with it.
And the panther is alternating between licking its wounds and licking you.
I don't have any healing potions or anything. I can help kind of pat the blood off of you.
I have a healing, and I'll take one.
Yeah, I was gonna do that too.
Oh, Yahtzee. 8 plus
Wow.
2.
Nice.
Oh, twinsies.
Hell yeah.
Ooh.
That puts me into the yellow. I gotta go to...
Okay, while that's happening, I will go to this door and listen.
I'm not as cool as you two.
Okay. Yeah, you can give me a perception check at the door.
Not good at this.
You don't hear anything.
Can I try the handle? See if it's locked?
Not locked.
All right, I'm gonna open it up and take a look.
You
Probably
find a
don't.
bathroom.
Oh. And I'll do the same with the next one.
Which one?
The one just to the left of the bathroom. To the west of it. Yeah.
You see that is looks like just dry goods storage, nothing of value. It's been mostly used over. There are some rations in there. There's a giant jar of pickled radishes.
Okay.
Cat or the vegetable?
The vegetable.
Okay.
There's
Leave
another
radish
door
alone.
behind Lorelei, but she's in
There's
the
also a
right.
door
me.
here next to the ladder. I'll go ahead and open the door next to the ladder up here.
Okay. So looking through there, you see that there's two beds, a writing desk, and a cabinet, all of which are just look to be normally used but empty right now and are kind of defunct. Nothing.
So
of value.
Kalen leans over to Vor and says, "We could just take this one."
Pushing the double beds together.
Bora is entirely too tired and
Which
too
now is
hurt.
I have a headache.
Pushing the twin
I
beds.
didn't mean it that way. I meant. Never mind.
Pushing the twin beds together is now the subtitle of this campaign.
No, Bora's actually whatever. That's fine.
All right. I look in that last room on the bottom with the straw.
Oh yeah, you go in there. It looks to be some sort of sleeping bed for some sort of creature that probably would like a nest, prefer a nest over an actual bed. So maybe a flying creature of some kind, flying humanoids, Aarakocra or Owlin are some species that might bed like this. Is what it looks like.
Look,
Okay.
Perry, you can sleep in there.
Nothing else as I rifle through the stuff.
As you rifle through the stuff, you do find some clothes that would obviously depict like an outfit where wings would fit through the back of
Okay.
an outfit or something like that. So
Okay. So I don't want to
and
steal
there's
anything.
another door over by next to the room that Kaelin and Vora are in as well. I'm just going to open that because I know you will. And that room has a single bed with cabinet and some look to be humanoid-sized robes in the closet, but nothing of value per se.
Robes.
So there's a bed in there, and there's a bed in that other room that Aesol hung out in during the battle.
We could rest here once we
Correct.
finish our exploration.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna rest already.
I'm gonna go up the ladder.
And
You're
I'm
going
not
up?
gonna rest. Okay.
All right. So that takes you up to.
Yeah, I'll follow.
I will too.
Chamber is dominated by a sculpture of a gigantic human-like figure looming over a broad circular table. A ladder to the north descends, which is the one you just came up, while a ladder to the south climbs to the floor above you.
We said there were 3 floors?
There's like 5
5
floors.
total.
5 floors.
Yeah, so you see this massive statue-like creature, which looks to have a single eye in a helmeted face. Kind of has its arms outstretched, holding this table.
Does it look like a golem?
It looks like a statue.
Got it.
Does it have any historical,
potions.
religious, or or magical connotation to any of it?
Give me an Arcana check.
Um, 17.
So you recognize this as a incredibly powerful magical device called a Castilian. It is, if you were to know how to use it, it would be able to create illusory images that pop up out of this table.
Okay.
That's about what you know with your
Mhm.
17 Arcana check.
Well, that's
I'm
the
gonna go to the
third
other
floor.
ladder.
Yeah.
Climb the next
Yeah.
ladder. I'm
Okay.
basically gonna beeline to that woman
Right,
if I
and
don't get waylaid by the person, place, or thing.
right. So you go
If there's
up.
any nouns, you let me know.
Gotcha. You go up. In this room, it is dim in this room. Do you have? There's
I will
no
cast a
light
light spell
whatsoever.
on my pendant.
All right. Ancient tapestries of the planes and cosmic alignment cover the walls of this simple room. Ladders descend to below and to above. Looks like a meditation chamber.
Cool. One more up.
Yep, up we go.
Narrow windows look out from this stark stone chamber in every direction. In the room's center stands a green crystal atop a stone pillar. Ladder descends to the floor below that you just came up. Seated in the corner is a Githyanki woman with long white hair and closed eyes.
Does she appear to be shackled or manacled in any way?
She does not.
So I'll just say, hello?
She says, more intruders to torture me.
Nope, we're here to
No.
rescue you. We got rid of the demons.
Who are you?
I'm Kalen. The guy coming up the ladder is Calistric. The
Here I
person
am.
behind him, that's Vora. And then I can't see further down. Who are you?
I am Zathir.
Zephyr. Do you own this walking castle?
I am one of the scholars who were tasked with its usage, yes.
Are you nice?
He's a scholar.
I don't necessarily quantify nice as opposed to what.
Mean?
I don't consider myself mean either, so I guess neutral?
Um,
I have a couple questions if you don't mind. One, are you hurt? Is there anything we can do to help?
I am not hurt other than my pride. I sadly we were attacked by those hideous winged beasts, pitchfork wielding demons, and several of my compatriots, I believe, were slaughtered. Did you meet any others?
Yeah, that was question two. I was going to ask you if there were more of you, but I don't think so.
You saw
Unless you meant the tieflings.
No, they came with the demon.
Yeah, they're gone too. But there were no other. I think, Bill, you said these were Gith? Gith, yeah.
That is what I am.
There were no others of your kind.
Did they soil the sarcophagus below?
No, it was pretty pristine.
You see a sense of relief wash over her face.
Who's in there?
Well, he was the initial scholar who wished to map all of the Outlands, set us on our journey. We have been marching our castle through these lands, making maps, and learning what we could of the nature of the Outlands.
We tracked a Modron to this place.
Yes, he recently visited
We would find him.
R04M.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait. Are we sure that's the right one?
It
Yes.
is.
Yeah. That's the right one.
Yes, he was here. He was fascinated with our Mimir. He took it apart. I don't know why he kept saying pieces and parts, pieces and parts, apart together, apart together.
Did he take any parts?
I don't know. It was shortly after he left that these creatures arrived.
Did he say where he would go from this place? We must find him.
Everybody's here. Here?
He said that he was intending to learn, to follow the path, is all he said, to follow the path and learn the truths. He said he knew where he must go, and he left the Mimir in pieces on the table.
Yeah, we should probably give back those pieces and those maps. But he gave no indication of which direction he went.
No.
Third question. What's the glowing gem?
Oh, that lights the way as we travel if we need it. And she speaks a word, and it grows extremely bright. And you could tell that, like, this is probably able to be seen like a mile away.
Fourth question.
And
May
she
we
another word
rest
and turns
here?
it off. You saved me from those hideous creatures. I am at your disposal.
We are
Seeing that light turn on does unlock a memory for a soul
Okay.
of how he actually learned to speak Gith was when he was a lot younger. He had gotten sent to the Outlands and actually met some young Gith who kind of like treated this as more of like a skeptical to watch it as it perused the Outlands, mapping it, and like every so often you'd see it. And that light, he'd never actually seen the tower itself. He'd only ever seen this light ever emanating from it.
The definite distinctive quality of the light is what triggers this, and you know that what you were seeing then is what you see now.
I will then say to this woman in Git, is there anything we can do to let us use this and find our friend?
I owe you a life debt, it would seem. I am at your disposal, as is this facility. I don't know how to find your friend, but there is vast knowledge downstairs, and this facility is quite formidable in its abilities, especially when it comes to traversing these lands.
I need to rest, but I think I at least have a starting point on how to find this monodrone. As I pull out the deconstructed bits.
So you pull out the pieces of the Mimir, and she says, "I don't know why he insisted on taking it apart and leaving it in such a manner. It seems strange."
How many pieces did he leave it in?
There are probably 5 or so
7?
pieces. They're not 7.
Okay.
My first plan of action is to attempt to put it back together, so I don't know if you were able to help me or
I have never taken one of these apart, but I could possibly assist. I don't know.
Quinn might be able to figure it out.
Oh, speaking of Quinn, just so we don't like piss you off or anything, our little crazy friend who's like strobing over here,
Okay. What is happening with him?
we're not sure. He's fine. He's fine. He's super
He's
into books.
gesturing wildly at you. Obviously not fine.
Shut up. He's super into books and really loved your first floor. Before we knew that people inhabited this tower, I told him he could have 5 books. Are you cool with that?
I think that is a perfectly valid compensation for rescuing me. That is fine.
Okay, Quinn. Now we're not stealing. Now it's legal.
Might be better
What-
just to negotiate a access to this library. That way, he's not limited to just 5.
I'll
He
look
can
at
just come
Quinn.
visit.
I don't. Quinn? Strobe twice if that's fine. Oh, he strobed twice. Okay.
Nice. Are you what are you doing with the Mimir pieces? That's all.
If it takes a check, we can help you.
Yeah, I was gonna just like spend the rest of the day like trying to put this back together before we go to bed. I want to see kind of like obviously putting together a piece of equipment. I'm looking to see if there's a massive part obviously missing.
Okay. So give me an investigation check.
Okay. I will cast guidance on myself as I have that.
I may not help with investigation. However, maybe Gil could.
Hold on.
Gil has every skill.
Yeah, I can't.
Does Gil have investigation?
He has every skill.
I will have
I think
Gil.
he has all but 2 skills.
He will give me the help action. It's only a 12 on that investigation.
Ooh.
So you're struggling a little bit to try to figure out how the pieces go together, but you do notice that there seems to be like something isn't like you see the obvious way this thing should form into a skull. You know what this looks like when it's or should look like when it's whole, but something is blocking connection. And as you look further at it, you see that there is a piece of something folded up quite small and jammed inside one of the pieces that's blocking your ability.
I'll try to take it out.
Okay, you pry it out. Let me see if I can find this. And you notice as you pry it out, it has similar colorations to the cards you all each carry. And as you unfold it, you realize it is a full card. And you flip it over. And this is the image you see.
I'm going to attempt to attune to it.
Okay.
I would take a short rest.
So you guys are going to take a short rest as you attempt to attune?
At least, I think some of us would already be short resting.
Mm-hmm. Otherwise, passed out.
Yeah.
Not a problem. So during that time, you do attempt to attune to it. I need to grab a different book here.
Do I still gain the benefits of the short rest if I'm spending it attuning?
Yes.
Just checking. Only important because
Unless
I
that
get
changed
one.
in the new rules.
I get one of my channel divinities back, but no other spell slots back.
Weird question. Do
42.
creatures who have, like, does the panther benefit from a short rest?
I don't believe they have hit dice.
Okay.
While this attunement is happening and we are trying to recover, I see Lorelei hugging on this panther and speaking with it. She's got 2 cats. And something recurs in my mind. It's like this panther. I suddenly get the thought that this panther is extreme. It's something else. It's a super powerful something that's not a panther. And I realize, shake my head, I feel like I've seen Lorelei talking to something, an extremely powerful creature that is not a panther.
Mm. Mm-hmm. As Lorelei's cuddling with Perry, to kind of look at the bag, look at Perry, and think about how like natural it was to grab something out of the bag and toss it, not knowing that that's what that would do. And she thinks back about like where she could have gotten this bag from. She doesn't really remember much about the bag and gets like snippets of a market square and a large crowd surrounding a man, and listening to him talk, but she doesn't quite remember this man's face or really what he was talking about. She just remembers that she was in the market square, underwater, and that must have been where she got the bag, but she doesn't remember exactly how yet. But she cuddles with Perry, and she cuddles with Radish, and she squeezes her kitties.
And one more thing for me, if you can allow that. I'm watching Vora rest. And I've helped her clean the blood off. And I'm just sitting there watching.
She's pretty much passed out.
Yeah. And I remember what her ruined eye looks like underneath the patch. And that brings back a flood of other memories. The main one, a memory where we were both covered with blood and breathing hard as if we had just finished a battle or something, and holding hands and putting our heads together. And as that memory washes over me, I fall asleep.
And at the end of your short rest, the soul, I have placed the card in your inventory.
Can you identify my other one as well?
Oh, right.
That had never gotten identified.
Can I? There it is. So you can divulge that information about this new card as you will.
Well, once you found that thing, did the skull fit together properly?
He didn't try putting it. He
Oh.
immediately get focused on the card.
Got it. Got it.
So
Having to read a spell real quick.
We want to say long rest and maybe call it for the night.
you're gonna put the skull together.
I will put the skull together.
Okay. So you would also know that the skull would require attunement once together to be used.
Yes. That will be my third and final attunement slot, so I can do that.
Okay. So you piece it back together, and once you attune it, you know that you can just throw it aloft and it will hover, and it will be if it will stay within range, floating next to whoever it is attuned to. So as soon as you do that, you lift it up into the air, and its eyes begin to glow, and it says, "Good day. I am your guide to the Outlands."
Well, that's
I
super
pull
useful.
out I pull out my portal key stone. I'm looking for another one of these. Carried by a monodrone who took you apart.
The monodrone who took me apart, his name was R04M, or colloquially known as Rome.
Yes. Can you direct me to him?
Rome took me apart. I have no idea where Rome is.
This is gonna hurt. Pull out the card and ask the lady on the card, where is the monodrome known as Rome, also known as R0?
So you're triggering the card's power.
Yep.
So as you reach out to this entity, you hear a voice in your head say, "Ah, why, hello there." And that's where we'll end tonight's episode.
Oh shit! Yikes!
I have a feeling I know who I might have just started a conversation with.
That
Oh,
is
boy.
not ominous at all.
If we're planning to take a long rest, Lorelai is going to just tap on her vessel. Well, she'll go over to Cal and she'll hand him the vessel. And she'll say, "Watch the animals. Don't let this out of your sight." And then she'll put her hand on the vessel and pop into it.
Nice. I'm going to give you guys all the long rest now because you will long rest. And I don't want anybody to screw up next time and like go run off and get themselves killed because you didn't rest. So everybody gets a long rest. Actually, I'll make sure that let me put not Kid, that's his old campaign character, Quinn, back in there because he might currently not be fully rested either. And I will give
Question: does this card forego the intelligence saving throw required to cast this spell?
Does the card say? What does the card say?
As an action, when you cast this spell this way, your questions are answered by the mysterious feature depicted on the card. Doesn't say.
And the spell reads
That you must succeed on a DC 15 intelligence saving throw.
oh, to be able to do it?
Yeah.
Okay. So we will for narrative purposes say you made that save this time, and for the future
Heard.
we'll roll that just because we had
Heard.
a nice lovely cliffhanger.
Yeah.
So we are Dicey Decisions. Hope you're enjoying this. We stream as often as we can on Friday nights. We do have some scheduling conflicts here and there, like we did last week. So apologies to anybody who might have been looking for us last Friday. We also have a stream that Jack runs on Monday night called Zeros to Heroes, where they are playing a narrative-driven game in Taldore, which is a lot of fun. So check them out. Both of these campaigns we put up on our YouTube channel to catch up on some back episodes. We also have a completed campaign called Finding Purchase up on there, which is 43 episodes long, that you can check out if you really want to binge a bunch of us playing our first campaign. But we're excited to be doing this. We're having a lot of fun. I hope to keep the mystery going as we go. Great introduction of a new version of an old character tonight, Justin.
Absolutely.
Kudos on the take on this, and we'll see where this all goes next week. Good night, everybody.
Good night, folks.
Night.